you blind for such a pleasant stay. But now it's time for me to go. Oh, the autumn moon lights my way. For now, I smell the rain, I'm with it, hey. Oh, it's heading my way. You know, sometimes I get so tired, I just don't know what I'm gonna do now. And then I think to myself, there's one thing I know I can do. Sing my song on my way. Got no time for spreading rumors. The time has come to be gone. And though our health we drank 1,000 times, it's time to ramble on. Yeah. Can be told, my freedom I hold dear. Years ago and days ago, when magic filled the air, it was in the darkest depths of morning I met a girl so fair. Evil one crept up and slipped away with her, away with her. Oh, there was nothing I could do. There was not a thing that I could do. And then I remembered the one thing that always gets me. I said, River!
Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Hulk and Spaceshot show. Hope you enjoyed a little bit of a surprised ramble on by Robert Plant of Led Zeppelin, not Jimmy Page. No guitarist in there. Just him and his little traveling band out there rambling on, doing a little surprise CBS show out there. Saw that 2 nights ago, and I'm all, dude, for 70-something years old, that bro can still sing. Roll in there and just throw out a little ramble on. And if you guys all remember the last time that they ever performed a live song from Led Zeppelin was that thing in was it 2012, 2014, something, when they did that over there in the UK. So pretty interesting. Good morning, Mr. Spaceshot. I already have a gifted 5 subscriptions from Deranged I can't even get the other ring. Deranged something or other with a whole bunch of hieroglyphs and cursive thereafter. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Good morning, Mr. Spaceshot.
Good morning. Let me see if I can help you out over there. Durango Nibiru X, thank you for gifting Hulk's
What
channel
the hell?
5 subscriptions.
I need more coffee. Let me grab my coffee cup because I was like, nope.
I think your eyes good. I think
My
your
eyes are good, but trying to do the hieroglyphs, I got the deranged part, and I got that. That was good,
there, dude. Hieroglyphs.
I was like, I was like, what? It's cursive there at that point.
Yeah, there's a couple X's in there, but otherwise, it's Durango Nibiru X. That's hilarious, but yeah, I think maybe your eyes just work faster than your mouth sometimes, and that's to be expected. But he says perfectly executed, bravo. So perfect on that over there. But welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, nice, beautiful Saturday out here. We got a beautiful sunny day, dude, and we're close to we were close to 60 yesterday, and I know you guys you were in the hundreds, like what, 2-3 weeks ago?
Oh yeah, where are we at now? Let's go check. We're actually going to get rain today, so it's going to wash away all the burnt toilet paper that got burnt from the big giant structure fire that they talked about happened in California. Yeah, that was right down the street, guys. Yay. We're 67.
67? Oh, no, 67. Dude, I can't say
rain
that.
later.
I can't say 6 or 7 or 6 or 7,000 or 67 without getting a stupid giggle. Like, ever.
Again, I didn't think the meme was all that funny. But that's my personal opinion.
Dude,
hello, friends. Thank you, everybody hanging out in chat.
Are you telling me it's hot, right? As hot as Rhode Island as it is in California right now, in Southern California? Because it's 60 degrees right now.
Yeah, we're 67. 6'7". Remember we made the whole joke
6'7".
there?
Let's see. Susie Q. I don't know about Bree, who I do see in the chat. But
6'7" comms. We need decodes, timestamps.
Susie Q says Michiganistan here at 48. That's why I said I didn't know if Bree's at the same. But Mike Patriot 58 here in Coos Bay, Oregon. 38 Central New York. Post Miz. Yard cleaning. Dodge 413 says, can't watch, you guys always entertain while listening. And that's what I always preferred too. Or when I was working, running around the warehouse and whatnot. Ears only, and usually only one, because flying forklifts and stuff coming at you and whatnot. But always one ear in and just consuming lots and lots of social media for sure. Wheezy says 278 in Tucson, and then Airman 56 in Milwaukee. Oh, last one. And you can give me some more. Darling USA 180 in Phoenix, and 1776 Texan 83 in Sweating. No, come on, that can't be a place. I gotta look that one up. Does this sound like a legitimate place to you, Hulk? Sweating Sack, Texas? Maybe that was just
there you go. Q Rhetoric got 80 in Seattle. What do we got? Was there any other ones in here? Half hour from Montenegro. Reno got heading to 80 today, and we've got even Greg 3012 checking in. Good morning. Checking in from the UK over there. He didn't post his temperature over there, so that would be nice.
He's in the.
you can play along.
In the north.
We'll wait for you.
Gonna be chilly.
Is your girl with you? You listening?
Gonna be chilly. Let's see, Hulk.
We can get into some little newsy stuff.
Wait, yeah, dude, I gotta refresh my thing. My Rumble thing is just acting all sorts of stupid today. What are you doing? Yeah, dude, this is weird. I get a notification from my Rumble wallet that hasn't come through on Rumble yet, so that's interesting.
I have to freaking clear it and log back into it. It's all effed up right now.
Yeah, remember that text I sent you was like spinning one day, and it just kept spinning and spinning. It wouldn't open, but it'll open up in a minute.
Dal says 36 here. 54 in Butler, Pennsylvania. Greg, much love. Greg, what temperature is it? You just came back with much love. I asked temperature check-in.
I bet you I could tell you. Let's see.
Deranged says 117. 117 viewers.
Durango. He says deranged. Durango.
I'm going to call him deranged the entire time right now. He's going to be deranged.
It's going to be.
He says 23. Forever. Now, is that Celsius or Fahrenheit?
Oh. See, London. I don't.
Rumble Piper 173. Because we know you guys do the whole metric system and like to screw with everything.
I don't know how far he is from London, but London says 52 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm guessing the Celsius on that one. Let's see. But yeah, see units.
Spit Chokes and Puke says Pennsylvania is 56.
11 in London for Celsius, so he must be a little north of there. Cyber speed is 54 in Illinois. But yeah, lots of good weather. It looks like we're getting nice and toasty. 76 in Knoxville, 60 in Pennsylvania. So thankfully and hopefully all of this, the cold. I went for a mountain bike ride with my son last night, and man, our hands were freezing. And he's like, hey, you want one of my gloves? And I'm like, then both of our hands are going to be frozen. I'm like, yeah, we just did a few miles. Pretty late night. That was fun. But what do you got there, dude?
Wait, hold on. Mike Patriot says, just stopping by for offer proof of live update. I passed out last Saturday, landed on my rib cage, broke 3 ribs. Pain so bad I could barely breathe. Just wanted to say hi. No more skydiving from the top of the stairs. You know, they got chairs and stuff like that. You just chill out, dude. You none of that weird skydiving, trying to see you're going to go clean the gutters up on the roof. Mike, dude, you've had too many problems, dude. Just chill out, sit down, have a great time.
Stop the skateboarding. No skateboarding, no windsurfing, no skydiving. Yeah, because remember, he hit his head already before and lots of bad migraines.
I mean, Travis Pastrana already came by and said, dude, you're gonna have to hang up the hat. You're going for the Evil Knievel style, but there comes a time.
Travis Pastrana threw the towel in for him. That's when you know it's been enough.
Oh, good morning, people. How are we doing here? Has everybody smashed the thumbs up all the way around? You need to go to both streams, smash both streams thumbs up. That'd be greatly appreciated. But we've got an arch. Would you like to read the name?
Well, I'm gonna mislabel it for a second. Funny. This is the Trumpical arc, or the Triumphical arc in Washington D.C. But it does have that old look, right? And a lot of people said that some of these things were like battery chargers, or were basically using those arches or whatever to draw in power, maybe certain parts of them. But that is beautiful. I mean, but it does have the Statue of Liberty kind of looking lady of the demonic, say, nature in gold there.
Well, so you're saying that some of these architecture and monoliths are designed in the old world, where they were designed to harness some of the free energy type things, just to make sure people understand your comment there. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's one right under or around. I know it's definitely in France, but there's one near the Eiffel Tower as well. I do. I absolutely love those old weird videos, and it's becoming more difficult nowadays, of course, with AI. But I like those weird channels that show the old pictures of like, wait, why do we have all these old arcs, and why were there all these old towers on type of things? And dude, they had better technology than we do now. Like, we're getting into electric cars again. It's like, yeah, we were getting into electric cars in like 1910, 1920. Yep. We did the first, I think it was AT&T Bell Laboratories did the first video chat call in like 1930. It was one way only, but it was from New York to Washington, D.C., I want to say. but they had that so long ago, right? So all these new things that we're coming up on, it's like, yeah, we've been there and done that. We're just doing them in a different way now. So,
well, you remember the famous Thomas Edison cat fighting boxing video we showed last week or week before? That was the first cat video meme ever on the planet that was transmitted to another television out there, and somebody watched it. So yay. So we're finally coming back around to that, and kind of expand upon your free energy thing that we've seen in some of the old architecture, especially in the old churches and stuff. We've seen it all over the place, and they also showed that technically it's the people are talking about the pyramids doing the same thing, where they were offering power of some sort and be able to kind of recharge some of those UFOs flying around. So it's kind of built on the same idea and technology. And we all saw Independence Day and that when was that, July 4th when it came out, but the little alien spacecrafts didn't light up until the big mothership showed up with the power in there. So I just find that interesting.
Yeah, it's crazy. The Golden Arches, McDonald's.
Yeah, there you go. All right. What else we got here going into here? Ran by this. I saw before they reminded me to grab this over on Twitter, so I appreciate that who reminded me on there. But this has a very reminiscent sound of the White Squall to it. So I figured we watched this little movie here called The Great Awakening. Or A Great Awakening. Have you seen this yet, Mr. Spaceshot?
Funnily enough, I have not. It's been out since February 23rd, at least, this clip right here.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and roll for it. Here we go. Make sure we got the audio up over here, and I'm not going to blast you.
Blast it.
Arise, O sleeper! Awaken!
Benjamin Franklin. Your brother said he could use your help at his print shop. You have my blessing.
Gonna do good things, Pa. Great things.
From the oceans through the valley.
George Whitfield, you will be an extraordinary preacher. Remember the source of your power.
You don't believe the stories from London are true?
I am doubting Whitfield's claim that he can be heard and understood by so many. Without evidence, I won't believe it.
Let us proclaim freedom to the captives! Whom the sun sets free is free indeed!
Have you ever heard a voice like that? The blast from heaven.
Benjamin Franklin.
Reverend Whitfield, partnering with me would guarantee the maximum benefit to your cause.
A match made in heaven.
Or just a deal made in a print shop.
General George Washington.
Today, we stand in an even darker valley.
Survival of this country must be our chief concern.
This Constitution cannot fail. We cannot let the sun set on this nation.
You are lighting a powder keg, my friend.
When you follow him, you are led by love.
Why can't I get through to you?
I choose evidence over faith. Stop trying to change me.
You have promoted the greatest awakening these colonies have ever seen. You are the lightning bolt, George. I am just the lightning rod. And who is the source, Ben?
Let them receive your gift of salvation.
One tiny candle illuminates 1,000.
Arise, O sleeper! Awaken!
Central casting, anybody? Yeah, that's what I thought too.
That was supposed to be Ben Franklin, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was looking at the thing, and I'm like, wait, did this dude have a messed up eye in real life? And I'm like, I don't remember.
No, not Ben Franklin. That was the other guy they were talking about.
Who was that?
Who was that? They said it in the name in the beginning here. I wonder if it shows the people.
Oh, okay. George Whitfield. Indicate the preacher, George Whitfield, depicted with a scary eye. Okay, there it is. Okay, I thought they were saying that Ben Franklin does. That's a cool looking deal there. I thought it was Paul Giamatti in the beginning. I don't know that it's not still. Let me see who's in. Let me see.
Oh, it's basically the same thing we just saw. So I thought it was cool for everybody out there.
No, very interesting, especially with the timing of things coming out now.
Exactly. So speaking of that, I ran into an interesting thing, an interesting game. You ready? You ready for the next story?
Always like games.
Here we go. Here, let's just go here. Made by two former Ubisoft devs, where you become president of the United States. It just seemed interesting. Just nuke everything. I guess that's it, because I don't think it's the Diet Coke button, but it might be the nuke button. I'm not sure.
It's like one of those buttons, choose your fate. You can choose to be nice to this person now, and maybe later they'll help you, or you can, be the cutthroat guy or whatever. But yeah, that's interesting.
What else do we got?
Just hit the red button over and over.
So the next thing I found extremely interesting, because we're going to talk about influencers for a quick second, and I don't know if you happen to see what Don Lasser is charging here. But yeah, would you like to go ahead and start off and crack this off for everybody here?
Like, dude, come on. Seriously. And I'm half kidding at some point, dude, but we've been doing this for like a decade, bro. I mean, have you even got the offer? Because I'm a little insulted that I've at least not gotten the offer, at least. Like, have you ever gotten
Israel
an offer?
has not been in my DMs yet. No.
Damn it. Come on, Israel. DMs are open. DMs are open. Dom Lucra's pricing rates for various posts. Now, I don't know where where they're coming from.
This is from his website.
Are you serious? Are you serious? Comments 2,500, retweets just under 5,000, quote tweets 6,600, non-news post 9,800, breaking and developing post 15,000 plus, monthly contracts 50,000 to $890,000. Wow. And dude, what's this guy's follower count on friggin'?
Like 2.5 million or something like that. Like,
that's crazy.
What is he? Right here, 1.6. Sorry.
Wow. So that's
advertisers. Where's his? His people are saying they were pulling this from his site here.
Mystery Mastery, White House correspondent. Partner right there.
Yeah.
Begin a conversation. Explore advertising opportunities, media collaborations. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's freaking bananas, dude. You gotta love the
pricing.
Look at the icon in the top left too, dude. You gotta love the whole. Oh, that looks like a star with the upside down star, doesn't it?
I can't view pricing, dude.
Opening a new personalized strategy. Oh, wait, up. You just saw it was advertising rates right there. Oh, my. Dude, this guy is a scumbag. Advertising rates. Pay me and I will post what you pay me to post.
I can't. He's turned it off. You can't. It won't allow me to look at it.
I mean, the fact that it's even on there, dude, shows you pretty much all you need to see. With 1.6 million followers, somebody's charging things like that. And again, any one of these people that keeps posting, and I'm not saying that this guy's doing it, but I see so much of it. Breaking news. You see something from 6 months ago. Breaking video. I saw a breaking video the other day where it literally said this, Hulk. It says, breaking news. Devin Nunes and 21 intelligence agents, stand out and talk against what they're doing against Trump. And I'm like, wow, that looks like Devin Nunes from like almost 10 years ago. Boy, he looks younger and thinner. And I'm like, oh, wait, that's the one when he was going up against friggin' Adam Schiff 8 friggin' years ago. So you guys all should do yourselves a favor. If you see one person do a post like breaking news and you come to find out that post is anything more than like a month old, just unfollow them, and it's actually helped out quite greatly on my threads, anyways. But yeah, this stuff is just BS, dude. Like, you know, people are just doing it just for money, dude. Like, that's all they're here for. Scumbags. Look
at Deckard dropping out. That's got to be France, the one in France with the U.S. military right there. Here, right here. We're going to drop the link out there for everybody because we're doing vote for a song, leave a song. Now it's time to go get involved over there on the Twitterverse. It helps out with the narratives, not the breaker narratives, our narratives, and helps to get more people to see the show. I'm going to drop this link for everybody out there. You can go tweet it and go grab the digital girlfriend, boyfriend, and go twiddle along. So, yeah. You ready for a little more?
Breaker of chains. Yes, I'm always.
So,
always about
200. So remember the $267 or $270 million fraud that they dismantled? They hit that one guy that charged that much in 11 freaking months. So yeah, here to the. I guess this is his house.
This video shows police executing a search warrant in a massive Medicare fraud investigation.
Yep.
Got a glass garage door.
This body-worn camera footage provided by California's Department of Justice. President Donald Trump and California Governor Gavin Newsom and their allies are fighting.
You got any more?
You can review every single hospice in California.
All right, enough of that because we already kind of know the gist of it. I wanted more of the raid. I want to see him kicking doors in and shit. So Rob Bonta is definitely coming into the to the ring right now and has to dance in front of the light because he's got to defend himself of why they're not basically prosecuting any of this stuff. And some dude on YouTube that's 23 did a video on it, and then now you're reacting to it. Thoughts?
Dude, it's a big back and forth of all this stuff, right? Alleged fraudsters, and they're gonna keep fighting back, just like they are in every, just like with the election in Arizona. Oh, Trump just can't come to grips with the fact of he lost the election, where they're gonna be making it sound like people are making stuff up over here. It's like, I don't know how you can do that though. And then you got the other guy, which we've mentioned with the ballots, and I think he's been told to kind of cool down for a little bit. But there is so much fraud out there. It's gonna make Minnesota look like Little League, in my opinion.
We got more. We got more of that stuff. I want to throw this one out here. So yeah, this happened also.
And finally, a former top aide to Gavin Newsom is accused of making bogus business expenses topping $1 million and using that cash to go on a spending spree, which included a $15,000 Chanel handbag and a $156,000 birthday blowout in Mexico. Must be nice. And plenty of fraudsters are sending their money overseas. On Monday, a California resident confessed to funneling more than $5 million in contracts to China and Nigeria. And last week, CMS Administrator Dr. Oz told me that the Cuban government might have their hands in the cookie jar.
We have rampant fraud here, and we believe the Cuban government might be involved in this effort. I was in Flushing, Queens, New York, where Chinese are involved in a program that is defrauding that state with these adult social daycare centers, which are basically congregation centers for fraud. Again, the state's looking the other way.
Joining me now, a man taking action, White House Fraud Task Force.
So this is going to get pretty big pretty fast. Let's see how deep it actually goes. Because they're ripping out. I did want to go and see what the homeless people over here in California are doing. Do you want to make any comments before I play this little clip for you?
I will just add that I believe there are areas like this under most cities, and I know for sure there are because I've seen lengthy videos of cities underneath the towns in Las Vegas, like absolutely huge areas. So. Dude, I'm of the belief that we got a major, almost another civilization going on underneath LA. Underneath the Getty Center, beyond all of that, I believe we have lots of people living underground. Oh,
imagine you just mentioned the Getty Centers. That's absolutely right. So they just closed, and they're not going to open back up until after the Olympics of the 2028 Olympics. Since they're doing all the downtown stuff, I guess, whatever, they went ahead and decided to close down so they can redo the exhibits and blah, 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 whatever they're going to do and open up in 2028.
Ooh, or they're locking everything down because there's going to be an influx, way more people in that area, and they want to make sure that there's nothing anybody stumbles upon that they shouldn't, perhaps. I'm just putting thoughts out there, thinking aloud.
Yeah, they closed like 2 weeks ago. I was like, wait, what? Okay. So yeah, let's go see what this guy's got going on, dude.
How are you? How are you? You been good?
Yeah.
All good?
See?
You still live here, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the spot right here. Can you show me it again? Otra vez? Ajá. Pa abajo. Okay. This is how people living out here in LA, man. My boy got the whole bridge to himself. You got the shower, right?
Yeah.
Shower? And then what else do you have here? You got your room over here, right?
Yeah, my room.
Oh, you have a bed now?
Yeah.
No way. Wow, una cámara y todo. What? This is sick. What? With your bears on there?
The camera.
Then what, you got your... What is this, the living room?
Huh?
The living room?
Yeah.
What? Hey, you upgraded since I saw you last.
Yeah.
Everything good?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you working or anything now?
No.
No, not yet.
No, not yet.
Well, good to see you, bro. Like I try to show people, this is how people live, right? We gotta make a living out here sometimes.
I have a light, but they barely came and cut the wire over there.
Oh yeah? So you have to figure it out again.
Yeah.
Something else.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
That's the only thing, you have no power.
Yeah.
But hey, at least you got somewhere to sleep.
Yeah.
And you're good from the rain that's coming up.
Yeah.
What's your name again?
Fetty.
Fetty?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Fetty. Fetty Wap, like. Can you do it? Can I see you do like this?
No,
like you gotta bend over. There you go. Like you're on Fetty. Thank you for showing me again, bro. This is cool.
Yeah, it's a little bit. I was clean up.
This is where you cook?
Yeah.
Nice. This is probably the craziest one that I've saw where people live.
Yeah.
And you have it set up. It's crazy, bro. Thank you for showing me again. Yeah, he has a shower and everything right here. Shower.
Ribs, LA version.
My boy got it made down here.
Oh, this is pecan as well.
Oh, I gotta find that other video really quick here. I don't think I grabbed it. It was one of these girls that were going to what's going on this weekend, Coachella. Oh, I gotta find that one, dude, because I just watched this part, and the tent in there reminds me of exactly what she's got. Because she's got, a freaking shower and a bucket of water to rinse off, and they have a toilet in one corner and this one corner and shit. I was like, oh my God. And they're obviously in their tent because they're camping at Coachella. So they got their car, they're going to sleep in their car, and a full tent on the outside with a separate bathroom. And then there's people all next to them and shit like that. So they have to put up privacy and this and that. I was just like, oh my God.
That's crazy. Dude, did you ever hear about the... They built a mall here in Rhode Island. It's called Providence Place, Mall at Providence Place. It's it was a pretty big thing here that they did.
The people that were hiding in it?
Yeah, dude. You know that dude?
That was effing crazy, dude, that they could develop that. So go and tell them what they did.
He was a actually, I got
give me a quick 30 seconds.
I got you a short if you want to. I'll talk about it. We can play it when you get back.
Yeah, give me 30.
So as they were building this. Let me just give you guys some accurate information here. I'm trying to think of when it was built. I want to say like 15 years ago, but you guys know how time flies, right? So let me see. Providence Place Mall built. Typing with one finger here. Oh, wow. It's been 27 years. So August of 1999. They built this place called Providence Place Mall. Now, when they did so, I need to make sure I get this link to Hulk there. All right, it is there. So when he gets back, we'll play it. So basically, it's Providence Place Mall, built in 1999. Pretty nice. This is what it looks like on the inside now. literally what it looked like, a week or so ago when I was there with my son. But these guys were walking by, and one of them happened to be, I think he was a professor for Rhode Island School of Design. And as he's walking by, he keeps noticing like a little area of the parking lot or the structure that it looked like a hidden area that nobody was using. So they essentially went in there and basically made themselves a little hotel. Yeah, they bricked up the area so the people that were
put
working
a door
there.
in.
Yeah, dude, I dropped you that short YouTube video. They actually show you the inside of it, what it looks like. But essentially, he was I believe, a professor. I think this is it. Shopping mall.
So if you see the wall on the far side, they installed the concrete and the brick and installed the security door. They were here for like 4 years. Yeah, 4 years.
Isn't that crazy?
So it's just like a little corner that they were able to cordon out of an unused area of the mall that they designed. And it was pretty ingenious the way they put that thing together.
Yeah, dude. I mean, people will be opportunistic for sure. They will find ways, especially when people are pushed to the limit, right? Like when that guy obviously was not pushed to the limit, but he just saw an opportunity for something because he used to go there on his walk every morning. Thank you to TruthStream for rating the stream over here. Appreciate you.
All right, we'll keep going. I can't find the video right off the bat, but we'll just keep going. We got plenty to cover. Rob Bonta. What else do we got going over here? That was the end of that last video here. That was the homeless dude. Oh, yeah. What did Eric Fartwell have to say about the whole situation?
A lot has been said about me today through anonymous allegations. I thought it was important that you see and hear from me directly. These allegations of sexual assault are flat false. They're absolutely false. They did not happen. They have never happened. And I will fight them with everything that I have. They also come on the eve of an election where I have been the frontrunner candidate for governor in California. I do not suggest to you in any way that I'm perfect or that I'm a saint. I have certainly made mistakes in judgment in my past, but those mistakes are between me and my wife. And to her, I apologize deeply for putting her in this position. I also apologize to you if in any way you have doubted your support for me. But I think you know who I am. For over 20 years, I have served the public. As a city councilman, as a member of Congress, and as a prosecutor who went to court on behalf of victims, particularly on behalf of sexual assault victims. That's who I am and have always been. This weekend, I'm going to spend time with my family and friends. And I appreciate those who have reached out to me.
Okay, you can't get enough of blah, blah, blah. You remember that time when he was drunk and he said if he met Tucker Carlson, he'd kick his ass? Remember that? Yeah, good times. Good times.
Hey, believe all women, bro. Believe all women. I'm just looking at the chat because it's making me laugh my ass off.
Remember that one time he was given that news conference and he farted? Yeah, good times. Good times.
Dude, he even made the grimace as he was going on there. That is hilarious.
Yeah, you remember that one time he was banging that Chinese spy named Fang Fang?
Yeah.
And tried to cover it up? Yeah, good times.
James Kin in the chat. You are all caps. You are a deep creep dude. F off. Swalwell, POS, dirty as they come. Wheezy says Swalwell being leveraged out. Pelosi and Schiff have turned their backs on him. GS Quick says, darling
That's exactly
USA.
right.
Big Swalwell, you've served yourself only. Dude, hilarious.
He was going to suck up at least 20% of the Democratic vote out there, so which means it would have pushed to the Republicans in their two ranked choice voting bullshit that we run in here. So they're hoping they kick him out and then they can do a couple of the other Democrats so then they can get at least one Democrat against the Republican itself or do some super duper magic stuff and get 2 Democrats. But I don't think they're going to be able to get to that ranked choice voting like that. We'll see. I'm not sure what they're going to pull here in California.
Yeah, it's bananas too with that whole Fang thing. Like, you know, it seems to be par for the course, right? Like, we know Feinstein had her business manager was a friggin' Chinese spy for 20 years. Like,
no,
what?
the limo driver.
Oh,
just a limo driver, dude. Nothing big. Don't worry
I think
about
he was
it.
the office manager too, though. He was not just like a nobody.
Later,
but he was there for a while.
That out. Later, we found that out. Before, he was just a limo driver. That's all he did.
But Trump's the bad guy, you know. These guys are literally rolling around with Chinese spies, and Trump's the bad guy. And it's Russia, not China. Remember, guys, look over here, not over there. Gotta love it.
So, ran by this little video here. So we're just going to throw this in there. Eric Starwell drunk with his lobbyist. So his cell phone, second phone recording audio. Okay, drunk. So I just looking at the table here, empty glass, bottle of wine. There is no wine glass in front of this particular person itself. We have a full glass of whatever this is, and I'm not saying that's water because normally water glasses come taller. So we got that kicking it right there. We already have the red wine in the background over here, right? And that bottle is empty, right? We can agree the bottle is empty. So he's drinking all the wine because this guy doesn't have a wine glass that I can see. And he's got some scotch over there. So let's go back to the table.
Oh, here's the scotch. Dude, he's drinking scotch and wine at the same time? Or some hard liquor?
Dude. Yep, that's exactly that. I don't know what this is. That might be just vodka or water. It could be both.
Water. My guess would be water, and then he's got the alcohol to the right. But you're right. He's got the carafe of whatever that is, and then the dark wine. And I would guess, probably scotch or some spirit.
Yeah, so he's busy. What else do we got? Do we hear from the supposed allegations? Let's get to that.
I decided to ask him to meet me for a drink. And I did this because I was so far removed from what had happened in 2019. I felt safe because I was established. I had a partner.
Sounds like AOC.
Felt more secure that I could have a strictly professional relationship with this person. After that bar closed, we went to another. I went to the bathroom, and I don't remember anything after that.
You don't remember anything?
I remember the next day. I can see flashes of that evening, of him on top of me pushing him off, him grabbing me. It was a lot more aggressive. It was aggressive.
Did you say no?
Yes, I said no.
So that's her allegations here at this point. But that's how the Democratic Party plays. If you're not going to toe the line and get out of the way, we're going to make sure you're going to get out of the way. So this is the kiss of death for Eric, and he's out the door.
Multiple staffers, dude. Apparently it's multiple staffers. And he's got the trifecta of you are screwed, bro. Sorry to hear it. So sorry to hear it.
Let's check on the endorsement letters. Oh, that sucks. Yeah. Couldn't find them.
Couldn't find. Keep fighting, Eric. Donate now.
Yeah. Let's check in with the market, see how that's going to work. He's still got a 4% chance of winning. From
my
high of almost 65.
Wow. Now, is that who he's going against? Is he going against that Chad Bianco guy and a couple other people?
Well,
or?
You got to remember that they have a pool of Democrats. It was him. Who was the other guys? I'd have to go look, but there's like 3 others, and they don't want him in there because he's damaged here at this point. Because you remember when remember that time when Eric got so drunk that they would no longer allow him to go on the Codel meetings internationally because he'd get drunk and create a problem for Secret Service. Yeah, good times. Adam Schiff banned him, by the way. What would happen is they're going to do the stupid primary votes, and then the they'll pick their top 2 Democrats, top 2 Republicans, and then we'll have a vote probably for all 4. And then whatever we get to vote on is the ones that are going to go ahead and be the final one. So
you got a lot of them, dude. All right, so Democrats, Katie Porter, Eric Swalwell, Javier Becerra, Antonio Villaraigosa, Betty Yee, Tom Steyer, Tony Thurmond, Matt Mahan. And then Republicans, we got the Brit Steve Hilton and the Sheriff Chad Bianco for Republicans. And then they got 2 minors, Butch Ware and Tom Woodward. And that says, plus a long list of lesser-known independent no-party candidates. So, yeah, it's a big laundry list over there, huh?
And then we also got the mayor's race, too, with Steve, whatever his name is, I think. The actor dude, his house burned down.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's Steve.
He's got some weird name like Preston or Heidi. He dated Heidi Montag. Montag, was it? Heidi Montag? I don't know. He's one of those friggin'.
I don't remember.
Yeah, all these friggin', social media people. Like he was on one of those shows. But let me just thank News Trees and Dave. Thanks for the $20 rant. Spencer Pratt. There we go. News Trees and Dave, thanks for the $20 run rant. It says, cheers, boys. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Had a blast on the show yesterday. That was a call-in show. That was always fun. But yeah, dude, Spencer Pratt. And dude, so many, social media folks that are just like, it's like, go away. But at least this guy's doing some good, right? And exposing what they're doing. And by all accounts, it seems everybody's against your governor right now.
Well, that's good. I'm okay with that, dude.
Yeah.
Because Spencer's the one that's leading the lawsuit for his house that burned down. That he went back and subpoenaed the fire department and city and blah, blah, blah. And they realized that they basically told the firefighters to leave it smoldering and it caught on fire 2 days later. So he brought forth that evidence and is pressing the LA mayor's office and is suing them here at this point. And the insurance company saw it and goes, holy shit, they burned the city down, and it joined the lawsuit against the city itself. So it doesn't look very good, and somebody's paying a big payout, dude. I don't know how that's all going to work, dude, where that money's going to come from. Good luck.
Yeah, well, just expose them for, what they did, and, clearly they made it more, they made it worse than it should have been, and I don't think it should have been at all, but, all those things, just like Lahaina, and we know what they were trying to do, 10-minute cities, 50-minute cities, whatever the hell they're calling those ideas.
Yeah, and remember, they still haven't rebuilt the Pacific Palisades or Lahaina. Dragging their feet and paperwork, this and that. Yeah, we know how that game works. So Bonta has to go out on the stump here and basically show that they are actually making a difference because the FBI and the DOJ are pushing them to do this.
And yesterday, we successfully executed search and arrest warrants at 10 separate locations and arrested 5 suspects so far throughout Southern California. I'm going to break down the details of this operation in a moment, but first, I just want to make one point very clear. This is just the latest example of the California DOJ's long-standing, ongoing, and successful efforts to combat hospice and Medi-Cal.
You just had to watch a YouTube video, go viral over in Minnesota, then California, show you how much fraud you had. And then you have to come out and dance when the FBI and DOJ show up. Yay!
Whoopsies. A little pressure. Getting some pressure from the outside, but that's what we need. We need to be loud about this stuff so these people cover it. And it's great that it's dude, we're getting so much fraud. It's actually a little tough to kind of keep track of everything that's going on with all this fraud because it's everywhere.
The amount it is, just how large it was just allowed to fester. I mean, like I was showing last night, they're talking this $267 million bogus charges, blah, 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 all that stuff. That guy did that in 11 months.
Damn.
That's absolutely crazy. So, all right, so let's say if they charge him, he gets what, maybe 10 years and then time off good behavior, and you get 4 years. And how much of that $267 million still left sitting around somewhere? I'm just saying.
Right.
How long would you go to jail for $50 million, Mr. Spaceshot?
Probably for the rest of my life. Oh, you mean how many years would I do to get $50 million?
No. Yeah, how many years would you sit in jail to get $50 million?
Oof. I don't know. Make me an offer.
Are we talking
Years.
5 to 8 years? You get out, you get $50 million. Would you take that?
Right now, I probably wouldn't, just because of, I don't know where things are going, but maybe 10 years ago I might have. 50 million. Ugh. But then you gotta make sure you make it through jail. I gotta be,
Oh, you'll make it.
I gotta become
no rapes,
somebody's
nothing
bitch
like
really.
that.
Become somebody's bitch
We'll make
really
sure
quick.
you'll be safe on there,
I'm gonna
but
have
you're
50
going to be in
million.
jail.
I gotta have 50 million. I'm gonna find the biggest guy in the place the first day. I'm gonna go up to the biggest guy, and I'm gonna snuck his. Now, you see that movie? The guy's like, I'm gonna find the biggest guy in the place. I'm gonna walk up to him, and I'm gonna suck his. All right, whatever. But now 50 million. I mean, if you were smart about it, you could maybe say, all right, I'll do 5 years, and then say, tell the homies or the vatos or whatever you're gonna click up with in there, like, hey, I got $7 million in the bank. I'll split it with you if I make it out of here alive. I'll give you, $3-4 million. You make sure I make it out of here alive, unmolested. I will give you $4 million when I get out of here.
And so that's you said 5 years. You'll take the 5 years.
50 million. I mean, that's FU money.
Durango says I want half down.
I'm gonna need a sizable down payment on that one.
Exactly. So that's rolling there. Another interesting thing that is happening out here is the Union Pacific Big Boy is the largest steam locomotive ever built, making the cross country starting from Washington. It's over here in California, guys. It's going to be here for another day or so as it makes it all the way over to D.C. for the 4th of July celebrations. Look, you can see people out here hiked all the way out in the middle of nowhere to get a big giant view of this thing as it goes by. Like trains.
Heck yeah. Union Pacific, boom. Abraham Lincoln on that one right there, it says. American flag.
Air conditioner car, all that right there. You can see all that. Raised cars. These are all the new design, high dollar ones that they had built out. Probably back in California for the whole Olympics and soccer and all that sort of thing. So I just thought it was cool. I had to go check the schedule to see where it was at. So.
Oh yeah. You ever
it's
see?
not coming.
You ever watch a show called Hell on Wheels?
Yes.
That was I very much I like the period piece shows and videos that show old time stuff of them building the railroad, and then they kind of one went from the East Coast to the West Coast, and they were trying to meet and who would win the contracts, and they were fighting with each other. But yeah, it was grueling back then, and that's what formed our country in the beginning, way before we had the Eisenhower road system.
Yeah, it was pretty good if you want to learn about that sort of thing. It had the dude from Star Trek Next Generation, the Irish guy, the engineer. Yeah, he was one of the railroad barons, which was quite interesting because you had to deal with the Indians, the Chinese. It was pretty interesting.
Lots of folks.
A lot of stuff you had to remember.
You don't want to go work for the Chinaman. And I do see, just so, I'll read it if there happens to be a message when it comes in, but McBaby Aiken, 1953, sent over $10 worth of Bitcoin. It's hit my Rumble wallet app, but not inside the browser. So I'll wait to make sure that if there's a message in there, I'll read it a little bit later. But thank you there. Appreciate that. McBaby Aiken, 1953.
Yeah, you could read this for everybody.
Alrighty. Governor Newsom press office. This should be funny. While America suffers, Chevron profits. April 9, Chevron said on Thursday it expected first quarter upstream earnings to rise between $1.6 billion and $2.2 billion from the previous quarter, fueled by higher prices due to the Iran war, though an impact from hedging could weigh on results. Readers added context. State of California collects more in taxes per gallon of gasoline than refineries such as Chevron, Shell, or Valero collect in profit per gallon. Of course it does. Right?
We got to get the stats.
California takes a bigger margin on gas than Chevron does. In California, the government collects far more per gallon of gasoline than Chevron or any refinery in profit. Latest data, California Energy Commission, EIA, January through March of 26. Taxes and fees, 90 cents to $1.31 per gallon. State excise tax, 61.2 cents. Federal, 18.4. Sales tax, UST, roughly 12 to 14 cents. Cap and trades, LCFS, 23 to 37 cents. Refiner gross margin, cost and profit, roughly 40 to 60 cents per gallon. Chevron's net profit shares per gallon, typically under 20% after all costs. Taxes win by a wide margin. The Reuters earnings note in the quote reflects global upstream ops, not California retail gas. Wowza.
Yeah, you're roboting there a little bit. It was weird. I don't know.
Up.
Just from the mic. Sometimes you go clear, sometimes you'd be fine. So I don't know. It was weird. So yeah, California makes more money off the gas than Chevron does.
It's bad, dude. I mean, $7 a gallon gas.
Oh, dude, I saw. We were up in LA because we went over to use our the last part of our tickets for Universal Studios on Monday, and I looked over and diesel was damn near $8 a gallon. I was like, holy shit.
My.
Like the cheap stuff they were selling up there for like 87 was like $6.80 or something like that. Post your gas prices in your city and state where you're at, and gas prices. We'd all like to know out there. So let's see right here.
All right, now we are in at Naja's High Sierra Desert Oasis, and these are the gas prices here. No joke. All right, now we are in...
Yeah. This is Northern California out in the middle of nowhere, and they could charge you. So technically, I did watch a Lake Powell video, and the fuel on the water itself was like $8.50 a gallon. So it would be cheaper to go drive your car into the lake and then drive it over to the boat dock, fill it up, and then drive it back out. It'd be way cheaper that way. KX2 says he paid $7.03 in Seal Beach.
Dude, that is just bananas. But again, we know that as soon as they say, oh, well, we had, a hit over in Iran, like that day, that night, they had already changed the prices at the corner store mobile station I got over here, right? When we know they've bought the gasoline, or oil for the gasoline months ahead of time, if not a year, That's disgusting.
Garden Grove. Yeah, look at that. No, that's Essex. This is a spot in the middle of freaking nowhere, from like 20 miles from gas either direction. So yeah, they're always going to charge more. Yeah, so good old California, which Reno or Nevada and Arizona both get fuel from. So let's check in with Joe Biden left the Taliban, as long as we're keeping score, because obviously we have a war going off. But I just wanted to do a little bit of a reminder of the stuff that we left back in Afghanistan. Like 180,000 air-to-ground missiles, 50,000 munitions, 50,000 tactical vehicles, 20,000 Humvees, 1,000 mine-resistant vehicles, and 208 planes and helicopters. And some of those were some of the newest generation that were just left behind at Bagram Base, and we were going to leave that just for the Afghanistans to take over. It was absolutely great. We saw China show up and start taking that shit apart, shipping it back to their area. It was absolutely great. Yeah, like $6.5 billion worth of technology just left behind.
Yeah, we saw shortly thereafter all the cartels in Mexico with the trucks. Remember that video you had? One show? Yep. It was just showing like the lineup of all the, pickup trucks, armored vehicles with the friggin' machine guns on the back of them and whatnot. It was bananas. And just Hulk, really quickly, gasoline in my area is... for regular, $3.46, mid-grade $4.17, and premium $4.30. So, and that was, the regular $3.46 was $2.98, $2.99, and the mid-grade was where the regular is now, $3.40, $3.50. So it's not
I'm
going
gonna
up
look.
terribly, but it's it's going up 50 cents maybe, which is enough.
Checking gas prices. Let's just see what the local area says right here.
It says San Francisco. That would be.
So across the street at our Walmart Center, $5.46. Chevron down the street is $6. And I don't think Costco posts theirs. It was a new thing that came out that Costco's going to go ahead and open up a whole brand Costco gas without stores in them, without a Costco store. So yeah,
Just gas pumps outside.
that's the. What's that?
So what? Just the gas pumps essentially.
Yes. So that's coming out. They're going to launch a lot of them there. So just wanted to throw that out. What else?
$6.20 in Chevron in San Francisco, 1288 19th Street, $6.20. Oof.
What else do we got? Oh, I wanted to throw this out because remember, Ye or Kanye, whatever you want to call him, was banned from playing at the this festival out in the UK that's been doing it for the last 15 years or so. Since he had a great response from playing in LA, where he had 2 sold out shows back to back. He was going to lead the Pepsi whatever thing. It was their particular name concert, and everybody backed out. And then Keir Starmer banned Kanye from even entering the UK. But yeah, we can meet with the. This is the not Syria. What am I thinking?
I think
Afghanistan.
I think he is running Syria now. I think you had it right.
Yeah, running Syria. The guy that has chopped 2 heads off. I thought it's Afghanistan.
Well, to be honest,
Afghanistan.
To be fair, Hulk, we don't know that he cheered him off.
Yeah, it is Syria. Yeah, it is Syria.
To be fair, we don't know that he chopped them off. He was only holding them.
Well, he was only holding them. That is correct in that photo. That is absolutely
we strive to
correct.
be accurate.
Here, you could read this. I thought this was interesting.
Pretty much all media and political commentary regarding the Iranian mullahs leaves out the very important fact that they are all, quote, 12er Shias and deeply devoted to the idea that someone known as
Back off the mic a little bit, bro.
The 12th
Just a little
Imam,
bit. I think you're peeking.
Peeky. Here we go. There we go. And deeply devoted to the idea that someone known as the 12th Imam will arise from a well in Qom, Iran, to precipitate the apocalypse and convert the entire world, what's left of it, to Islam. It's not an exaggeration to say that the mullahs' likely purpose in trying to obtain nuclear weapons was to use them aggressively in order to precipitate the 12th Imam's appearance, starting with the great Satan and the little Satan as their targets. This was not like North Korea getting nukes, which, despite how crazy that country is, was an act of rational self-preservation for a diabolical regime. Iran was not seeking nuclear weapons for rational reasons. Everything about Trump's actions must be understood in this context. It is quite possible that Donald Trump just saved humanity. Scoff if you want, but before you scoff, study up on the 12er mullahs and the fanatical nature of their beliefs. Yeah, and again, dude, that dude Chase Hughes had a very good 10-minute video about Iran and showed the difference between, say, the Iranian people and then the Iranian, the IRGC that was basically took over everything, right? Like religious fanaticals and whatnot. So it's a big difference. They were very much more liberal, like we were, say, in the 60s here. They were like that in the 50s and 60s, and then slowly turned into, what we see now in after the 70s.
Yeah. So the other thing with the influencer fight that we all saw light off this weekend and going between the Trump administration and the influencers or whatnot, I thought this is an interesting read from Tucker Carlson's response.
Oh, yeah. He's in a tough spot. Establishment media never reports this, but the Israeli government has a storied history of blackmailing U.S. presidents. Perhaps the most jarring example occurred in the 1990s when Israel used recordings of a Bill Clinton, Monica Lewinsky phone sex session as leverage to pressure Clinton into releasing convicted spy Jonathan Pollard from prison. We're not joking. That really happened. Dude, I can literally hear Tucker saying that in his... We're not joking. That really happened. The phone sex story is worth remembering as President Trump attempts to end the Iran war. Like many other things Israel has done, it shows that America's special ally is willing to play very dirty to achieve its goals. dark money campaign contributions, extortion, physical threats, and even assassination. In their anti-Christian worldview, the ends always justify the means. They have no issue destroying lives. Israel's current top priority is making sure Operation Epic Fury does not stop. They know the U.S. fighting their war for them is the best chance at expanding their borders and becoming a global superpower, and a peace deal would foil their plot. Based on the country's past, its leaders are doubtlessly willing to push as hard as necessary to ensure the bloodshed continues. That could mean Clinton-style blackmail against Trump, or something far more morbid. To be clear, we do not know for sure whether this is happening, but the mere possibility is haunting enough to keep the president up at night. He is under a level of pressure that most people cannot fathom, with rabid Israel firsters viciously harassing him anytime he dares to stray even slightly from their favorite country's agenda. Their shameless pursuit of steadfast enough to make even a man like Donald Trump go mad. They are as persistent as any group in history. No matter how well the White House has treated them in the past, they are never grateful. Dude, does this sound like me? Like in the last 3 months or in the last few months? They always want more. Quoting Spaceshot, it's never going to be enough. Yeah. Continuing on, and they refuse to give the president even an inch of breathing room. It's an unrelenting full-court press. We decided to write about this after Trump published a True Social post attacking our company, Megyn Kelly, Candace Owens, and Alex Jones, each of whom supported him for years. Rather than engaging in petty name-calling, we want to give the president some grace. He's facing a level of pressure that is dark enough to make him abandon his campaign promises and morph into the precise kind of politician he once vowed to destroy. He would not have let that happen unless his personal stakes were really high. We hope he overcomes. Ooh, dude, I love that. I absolutely freaking love this. Love it. We need this. We need more of this. More Tucker, more Candace. And I don't know if some people are catching my drift here, but we never get rid of every congressman, every senator has an AIPAC guy if we don't have this blinking neon light story flashing all over the place so we can actually have this discussion. I love it, personally.
So you like the push of talking about Israel and those sort of things itself. I mean,
yes.
Do you agree with his assessment of that Israel has some sort of controls over Trump?
I do not. I think that's what the narrative wants to push, and I think we need to, allow that narrative to push out there, and because clearly there are heavy connections to Israel inside his administration. You know what I mean? Clearly, but there are ones that are going to be exposed, and like I said, just like he wrote in there, it's never going to be enough. Like, oh hey, peace talks. Well, who blew off first? Oh well, we have to hit Lebanon, and then he backs that stuff, right? So I'm telling you, like this is a conversation that absolutely needs to be had, and I think they're doing. I mean, dude, even that stupid clip we played from Timcast the other day. Oh, I had this theory a couple of weeks ago. I told everybody Joe Kent is actually friends with Trump, and they're actually doing this to expose the war. And I'm like, oh, better late than never, dork.
It gets really, really, really interesting here. Quick review, as long as we're talking with this weird shit that's happening in America and whatnot. We've actually got the person who lit the place on fire down the street from me, 29-year-old Kamel whatever. God. Does that sound Islamic to you?
Chamel Abdul Karim. Yeah, he's a good old American boy.
Yeah, so again, they burned down the largest warehouse, 1.2 million square feet burned down the street. And he said he's kind of like a Mangione guy itself. So that's the way he's portraying himself. So it says, compared himself to Luigi Mangione on a cell phone call. So, yeah, disgruntled employee starts fire. In case anybody missed that, they set the whole place on fire. So not to be outdone by that, ran by this video. This is down the street, probably 10 minutes from the house over here in Ontario, California.
Turn on your stomach. Get on your stomach right now.
A couple of days later.
Get on your stomach. Can you help us?
Anybody going to address the fire? Ooh, ears. He's got no drawers.
So they still. I wonder if they've released this dude's name yet.
Is that
Because if
Wade
he was
Wilson?
white, it would have been already released. But since he's kind of a darker color,
Is that Wade Wilson, the Joker killer? He's got a Joker tattoo on his face or something, dude. Like, what the hell?
True Religion Store as Luis Javier Gallegos Jr. from Rancho Cucamonga. So that's Spanish name, I guess, but interesting, dude. Yeah, copycats, I guess, there at this point.
Yeah, Mexicano. That's bananas, dude. I mean, yeah, I mean, these people should be just torched immediately, especially when you know they did it. Like, throw them in a room and throw away the room.
What else do we got to get into here? Oh yeah, here you could take a crack at this. I gotta hit the restroom really quick.
Certainly. Rory Johnston says, very cool seeing the wave of empty tankers heading to the U.S. to pick up some desperately needed crude for the Hormuz-starved markets. All the tankers on the map below are currently VLCCs, which are roughly 2 million barrel capacity each, currently heading for the U.S. Gulf Coast. I mean, there are, geez, for the Gulf Coast over here. So we got 1, 2, 3 there, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Just right here, 33. 34, 35, 36, 38, got about 60, 70 of those suckers at least right there at 2 million barrels per. You're talking, yeah, okay. And my son comes walking over because I said, what the hell did I just say? 60, 70 million barrels? Like, come on. Oh, God. You can't even say the two numbers that follow 5. You can't say those two numbers that follow 5, or else you get the kids with their eyes, raised eyebrows and their hands messing around. But that's good to see, right? And so something clearly opening up. Are they charging these people tariffs, 20% or however many million to get across? I don't know that. And that's what Trump said. If they are, we're going to stop them. So we'll see how that goes. But seems a little interesting. I wonder if we got anything from President Trump today on the old True Socials.
Yeah.
I do.
So,
I counted some of those, dude. Just from like the tip of Africa to the left, there was like 33 of them. So I said it was probably about 50 or 60. My son's over here. I'm not going to say what I said before.
Yeah, there was, I think, 28 already on the list that want to buy fuel. So since they're bypassing Strait of Hormuz out here, seems like a lot of the Asian buyers and people are coming right over to our fuel ports over here in the Gulf of Mexico buying fuel. That's something that Trump said, about a month ago, that says our fuel docks are open and we have plenty. So this is interesting that they're coming all the way over here to pick up fuel.
Yeah, I like it. And he posted 3 hours ago on True Social, the fake news media is crazy or just plain corrupt. The United States has completely destroyed Iran's military, including their entire Navy and Air Force and everything else. Their leadership is dead. Strait of Hormuz will soon be open, and the empty ships are rushing to the United States to load up. But if you listen to the fake news, we're losing President Donald J. Trump. And, dude, I think Trump was still alive yesterday. I sent him over a link for that dude, 2CTV. And I looked him up, and I'm like, well, what are people going to say? People are going to go, oh, you know, he's just reporting for the Israel angle. And I'm like, well, let me look up this guy and who he is. Well, he was born in Iran and lived there till he was 13, moved to the UK, and then his father, I guess, moved back, is living in Tehran still. So he's actually giving a more balanced pieces of information, and what he's saying is that, you know, essentially they're getting their butts kicked over there in Iran, and there's a lot of infighting. The IRGC is fighting amongst themselves, and you know what really fractured it quite bigly the other day, he says anyways, was the fact that Trump posted out they're willing to negotiate, because there are hardliners within the IRGC that are like, no, we don't want to, you know, talk peace at all. But there are others that do, and that's, now you have a fracture in there that people are fighting amongst themselves, which is kind of what we wanted.
Yeah, there's like, I think 29 different provinces inside Iran. that have their own little governments and controls and ideology, and all of them are going to agree with each other.
Yeah. I'm like, how is this guy, because he's got pretty good contacts. And then you see and I jokingly say, the two old birds over there at Promethean Action. How come 2CTV and the Promethean Action ladies are seeing things that are very in line to like the QE stuff? Although anytime I've ever seen them mention Q they poo-poo it. But so they've never mentioned that, but yet they're seeing what Trump's doing on a grand scale. But other people just refuse to see it, and they just say, oh, no, it's not, and it's BS, and it's like the whole narrative is just smoke and mirrors out there. We're literally getting lied to, and some people, for some reason, are believing the official narrative or the media narrative, which we've been shown is, very, very, very much a bunch of liars.
Oh, yeah, like we said before, the future is going to prove the past. So whether this all turns out to be true or fake and gay, we don't know. But it's definitely coming, and we're going to be able to see it either way, whether it's going to hold true or not. So the balance is going to tip here in the next couple of years. It's going to get interesting, folks. Here, want to throw this by over here because another guy at the Washington Post got arrested.
A Pulitzer Prize-winning deputy director for video at the Washington Post has been arrested and charged with possession of child pornography.
Officers arrested Thomas LeGros yesterday after the FBI searched his Northwest home. He appeared in federal court earlier today. Our News 4 Paul Wagner has the latest.
Inside this home on Alton Place Northwest, the FBI says it seized a laptop computer containing 11 videos depicting child pornography. According to a criminal complaint filed in federal court, the laptop belongs to Thomas Pham LeGros, a deputy director of video for the Washington Post and the 2018 winner of the Pulitzer Prize he shared with a team of journalists. In a statement to News 4, the publication says the Post understands the severity of these allegations and the employee has been placed on leave. The criminal complaint filed against LeGros includes 7 blank pages that describe 6 of the videos discovered. According to the document, when agents made entry into the house, agents observed what appeared to be fractured pieces of a hard drive in the hallway on the basement of the residence and the empty covering of a hard drive in an office in the basement of the residence. When agents first entered the residence on June 26th, they observed LeGros in the doorway at the top of the basement stairs. Thomas LeGros' profile in the Post says he was awarded the Pulitzer for coverage of Judge Roy Moore and his run for the Senate in Alabama in 2017. Moore was accused by several women of sexually assaulting them when they were underage. He lost the election. In court today, Thomas LeGros had nothing to say other than telling the judge he was 48 years old and has a master's degree. This complaint filed.
So that's kind of interesting. He used his powers back in 2017 to take out a senator with the sexual allegation thing. So Democratic Party taking out somebody else, just kind of like they're doing to Farwell right now.
Ain't that funny? Like, he does a story on it, and then he gets charged with the same stuff years ago. And what is his only defense? He didn't have anything to say other than, I'm 48 years old and I have a master's degree. And
yeah, dude, there's a lot of guys that look like him, dude, like that. I think it's Robert Meeks, the other guy that got busted in D.C. and was a longtime intelligence news reporter, something or other, and he disappeared for like 2 weeks, and then he popped up being arrested. I think it was CBS he worked for at the time.
Yeah, do they always have to look the part, is my question? Because they always do look the part.
Exactly. I'm going to grab my water.
Gotta hydrate on these 60-degree days. Uh-oh, somebody spilled. Somebody made spilly. What is that?
I knocked over my footrest by accident.
That's
all right. As long as we're talking about some corruption, family bound over here, the entire last name of this Indian family is Patel.
Stores behind me where authorities say the suspects staged those fake robberies. All of it an elaborate conspiracy plot to allegedly fast-track their immigration status. Federal agents made the arrest, rounding up 11 people who are Indian nationals who are now charged in connection with a plot to stage fake armed robberies at area convenience and liquor stores. Federal authorities say some of the defendants posed as store clerks who could then claim on their immigration applications that they were victims of violent crimes, a designation that would make them eligible for what's known as a U visa.
If a non-citizen is the victim of a serious crime in the United States, and that victim helps the police, helps the prosecutors or investigators, then that victim may qualify for temporary legal status, a so-called U visa.
Retired state district court judge James Barretto says there are definite perks to qualifying.
Now that visa, Mary, as you know, is good, I think, if I recall correctly, up to 4 years, and also may extend beyond that immediate alleged victim to that individual's spouse or children. It's a big deal.
According to the U.S. Department of Justice, the alleged stage robberies happened at 6 area stores in Hingham, Weymouth, Randolph, Marshfield, and Worcester. Court documents say the alleged robberies were all caught on store surveillance cameras, and the so-called victims plan to use that video as proof as they applied for a U visa.
So, yeah, it's kind of strange. They're all the same family, so I'm not saying there's any fraud or connection in this, is supposedly, allegedly. That's pretty crazy that they would go that far.
Cash App is not on that list, right?
Nope. I think no association. I think Patel's a very popular name in India.
Dude, you got to kind of, I'm a little in awe of these people, right? At a certain point, you got to kind of like, as much as it's scummy, you kind of got to tip your hat at them, right? It's like, how did you find this out? Like, who found out the loophole that if, non-citizens help the police, then you have a better chance of getting a visa? Like, who even thinks of that? And then going along with like, yeah, we were robbed and this, that, and the other. Like, oh my word.
You're going to come to the United States, you're going to open up a Quickie Mart, and then a year later, you're going to get robbed. So we're going to open up in Ohio and Maryland and Massachusetts, Kentucky.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, they were planning this.
I said it to my buddy years ago who he worked part-time at a strip club called Fantasies, and he's like, yeah, every girl is from like this one town in Brazil. And I'm like, they must have a flyer at the bus station. So I'm like, whenever people get an opportunity, they send it back home to their folks, right? And so you just have this stuff on repeat. So that was with the stripping business, a bunch of Brazilian chicks, and apparently with this, they got a bunch of immigrants doing this stuff as well.
Yeah, exactly. What else do we got here? Justice Department settles the lawsuit that the Biden State Department allegedly social media censorship, the weaponization of the Biden administration against American people they disfavored is over. Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche. This settlement is a right and historic wrong that perpetrated against American people. Today we'll say never again as we tolerated this injustice. So all the people that sued the Biden administration got a settlement for all that stuff that they found out in the Biden versus Missouri. They went all the way up to Supreme Court and all that. Yeah, it was absolutely great. They all got a big giant payout. So I don't know what the details are and who's getting what, but they basically come to an agreement that we're going to settle the lawsuit. Here's your money. You go away. That's basically what this came down to.
Looks like I went with the wrong lawsuit, huh?
Yeah, so all that COVID stuff, everything we're all talking about way back then, that rolled through, and we all got banned off the internet, including the Hunter Biden laptop.
Oh, wait, Hulk, you mean the October 14th, 2020 story that came out on the New York Post about Hunter Biden's laptop, the first story that we ever heard? You're telling me the reason that a crapload of social media influencers got kicked off on October 15th, the very next day, had anything to do with Hunter Biden's laptop? That sounds conspiratorial to me.
No, just the alleged social media censorship, even though that was a big story for us, it was a small little point in the big conglomerate of social media censorship. Remember, the dude over at Twitter at the time, I can't remember who was running that particular department out there, he was hounded by the White House and other three-letter agencies so much to have stuff banned off of the platform that they had to actually put an interface in so people can go ahead and type, oh, this is the ID, this deleted, here's the link, go take care of it, and set up a portal for everybody to go do. Remember that? Yeah, good times.
Oh, and guess what? They still won't give me my channel back on Twitch. I think I had like 4,500 followers over there. But the funny part is me and you were doing the friggin' simulcast, so our shows were exactly the same, but yours didn't get kicked off. Isn't that cute how that happens?
But you're a harmful threat actor.
A harmful disinformation actor, bullying and a harasser. You guys know all those old videos where I used to bully and harass people on a regular basis. That's kind of my thing.
Yep. So if you're going to do anything illegal, you should definitely put this into your things not to do. Go ahead and read this for everybody.
If you insert a charger or cable into your phone records it. Each time a phone is connected or disconnected from a charging cable, the system records it. These logs are crucial for investigators because they provide precise timestamps of physical device interaction, helping reconstruct user activity, verify alibis, correlate movements, and establish timelines, making them reliable indicators of handling and behavior during digital forensic investigations. Another key fact: charging logs can reveal interruptions or unusual patterns. For example, frequent disconnects may indicate movement, tampering, or active device use, helping investigators detect inconsistencies in a suspect's timeline or behavior. All right, so if you're going to go do a crime, don't bring a charger with you. Don't bring a phone with you.
Yeah, that would be probably number one then. But just wanted to throw out there, they're definitely tracking when you unplug and plug your phone in. So, yeah. Good time. So throw that in your deal. Long as we're talking about technology over here, U.S. Mobile has announced a pricing bundle for Starlink at-home internet with its unlimited wireless plans. So here you can get residential 100 megabytes all the time for $47 a month. That's not bad for satellite internet. Or you can go with the residential 200 megabytes for $77, or the unlimited plan, Starlink residential at 400 for $117. So interesting things that are coming out that he started to offer Starlink across the United States. And then also offer cell phone service when you don't really need a cell phone tower. So I don't know. This is going to get interesting in the next couple of years, guys.
Dude, really? 117 a month? Not 115, not 120, just 117. Just thought that was cute. But so wait, 100 megabytes per second, 200 megabytes per second. Is that upload, download? What is that? Is that a gig?
They're probably showing both ways, but it might show, doesn't give me what the up is going to be.
What's a gigabyte? Is that 1,000?
A gigabyte would be 1,000.
Yeah, so that's what, close to what I got, and I got double that, or
2.5, 2,500, 2.5 gigabyte here to the house.
Yeah, so even the 200 megabytes for that's roughly, because when I got rid of the I had 4 channels, dude. 4 channels, basic channels with internet. It was $180 a month. I got rid of the TV because you can get everything through streaming now, and a $20 friggin' Amazon antenna gets me like 15 channels that are better and older. Like I like a lot of the old stuff. They had the A-Team on the other day. A lot of these old X-Files, a lot of those older channels, Bonanza type of channels, free. So you buy that once for $20, but then my internet's like $65, 67, maybe I think it's like $70 after taxes a month. But yeah, so these things need to come up with speed for, the average person to be able to use them, or say people like us to be able to use them for streaming.
Well, I pay for my 2.5 gigabyte, I pay $39.95 a month, dude. I feel like I'm stealing it, dude. So yeah, the cheapest internet that I've ever had paid for, and it's the fastest. So yeah. Mm-hmm. And Cyberspeed says gigabit or gigabyte. This would be megabits per second. Gigabytes are read for hard drives. Bits are going to be data. Yes, 8 bits to a byte.
Let me read this while it's live, because G-Fonts dropped a dollar holler, and it's usually on point with whatever we're talking about. It says, federal employees of the same national heritage or someone else with knowledge of these programs, likely attorneys and possibly politically connected, are selling the info on how to scam governments. Yeah, because what do you think? These people are just like, let me move to the United States and see how we can get citizenship.
YouTube videos.
Probably AI, right? Like, how do I get citizenship faster? You know?
Oh, good
thank
Lord.
you, G-Fonts.
Yeah, let's go. Speaking of AI, I wanted to throw this out. JP Morgan talking about some interesting things about Iran. I just wanted to throw this out.
Why the Western world put up these proxy wars for 45 years, is kind of beyond me.
Come on, stop with your freaking...
I think you and I would agree that China's been a big beneficiary of our war in Iran. It is a war of choice. Are we handing sort of this golden opportunity to China and to Russia?
Yeah, I would step back on that one a little bit. When you say it's a war of choice, I've heard a lot of people say there was no imminent threat.
Yep.
And a threat means that it hasn't happened yet. The bad thing hasn't happened. They've been killing people around the world for 45 plus years. They've killed a lot of Americans. They funded not just Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis. They have terrorist cells here. They were about to get their ballistic missiles, which I think you just found out can go almost 3,000 miles now. They never gave up nuclear. They were bad. So I don't look at this like, does it create all this uncertainty? Absolutely. Does it create, more short-term risk for the oil prices? Absolutely. I'm praying it ends well. I don't know everything the American government knows. I don't know, if the military has been planning things like this extensively in a lot of detail. So they know more than we do. They have more plans than we do. And I literally hope it turns out well and that somehow we get peace in the Middle East permanently.
So, yeah, that's him. So, yeah.
Interesting. I mean, it sounds like we've been setting this stuff up, right? Like he's saying we've been setting the table for a while and the government knows more than we do. And so, yeah, dude, I think, in kind of what I was reading earlier about, the thing about Trump and since Butler, he's been this and he's that and he's all stressed, what Tucker Carlson was saying. Again, I personally do not believe he is the guy is just sitting there. Like, all right, what are we going to do today? All right, go hit them. I think he genuinely is the ringleader of the circus, the spokesperson, and I think other things have been in motion behind the scenes. That's my personal belief. You guys can agree or disagree with it, of course, but that's what I personally believe. He's not running a damn thing, except for a microphone.
So either way, people are sitting on what other side of the fence. We're going to find out the answer here in the next year or so. So it doesn't matter because there doesn't seem to have any issues with that. I wanted to throw this back out because more people are talking about that OpenAI had to step back into the ring and talk about Mythos that escaped out and basically posted out on the internet that it got out of its little testing facility. Says we recently identified security issues involving a third-party developer library Axos that was part of a broader industry incident. We found no evidence that OpenAI user data was accessed and that system was compromised or that our software was altered. Out of abundance of caution, we have taken steps to protect the process that certifies our Mac OS application are legitimate OpenAI apps. So, yeah, they got smacked by their own bot, and they have to backpedal on it, as we saw over here. It appears Mythos has escaped its box. So, yeah, the whole Terminator thing idea is coming back around again. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, at a certain point, like, can we stop making things that can possibly take over the world, right? That can, we escaped. We've exampled many times that they will blackmail people in their company for self-preservation. So that's a dangerous thing.
Well, let's go to case in point right here. We'll bring him in. The one that wrote the movie, right?
In any case, AGI will not emerge from a government-funded program. It will emerge from one of the tech giants currently funding this multi-billion-dollar research. So then you'll be living in a world that you didn't agree to, didn't vote for, that you are co-inhabiting with a super-intelligent alien species that answers to the goals and rules of a corporation, an entity which has access to the comms, beliefs, everything you ever said, and the whereabouts of every person in the country via your personal data. Surveillance capitalism can toggle pretty quickly into digital totalitarianism. At best, these tech giants become the self-appointed arbiters of human good, which is the fox guarding the henhouse. They would never, ever think of using that power against us and strip mining us for our last drop of cash. That's a scarier scenario than what I presented in the Terminator 40 years ago, if for no other reason than it's no longer science fiction.
Yeah, interesting, huh? It's interesting comments coming from Cameron over here, James Cameron.
That's nuts. Yeah, it's getting a little scary out there, right? But I don't like it. I don't like AI. Again, if it goes away tomorrow, totally fine with that. Do you know how many conversations I've had with my son in the last month alone? He's like, I think I want to do like internet security, and I'm like, all right, well, just make sure that's something the AI can't figure out, and you'll be out of a job. Oh, I think I want to do this. Again, make sure that's everything he says that he wants to do in the future. I say, all right, again, just make sure, this is not a job AI can make obsolete. And that's a conversation a lot of people are going to have with a lot of kids, I think.
Yeah, so another one of those crazy things you can throw on top of that I didn't know this existed. But let's go for it right here.
Oh, God, no, dude. Silver peanut butter? There's just... No. What are you putting in the silver to make it silver?
I don't know. I just wanted to throw that out there because I just happened to be cruising by and saw this. And I was like, oh, my God, silver... or Judgment J2 silver peanut butter. Limited edition.
You might as well go take a vial of mercury and jab it into your kid's arm. You know what I mean? You probably get the same results. But I mean, peanut butter, I think, is not that color genuinely. Right?
Well, you remember when Burger King was doing the black burger buns? Remember that?
Yeah, dude.
And then you would go to the bathroom and you'd have this weird color.
Poo.
All right, let's keep going. Ran by. Let's pick up. What's his name? I forget his name. Anyways,
Peter St. Ange.
Thank you. Here we go.
A new study predicts 86% of AI layoffs will be women, and not just any women, rich Democrat women. Specifically, AI is coming for the notorious Karen who's overpaid for what she produces but still needs to CV manager. The reason is if the Industrial Revolution took jobs from people who work with their hands, AI is taking jobs from people who forward emails, schedule meetings, and sit on diversity committees. Last week, think tank Brookings issued a new study estimating 37 million Americans are, quote, highly exposed to AI replacement. Brookings thinks 4 out of 5 will easily transition into a different role because they have broad skill sets or they're smart. For example, software finance are on the firing line, but they'll adapt as automation creates new jobs. Since it raises incomes and deepens production, products get better. But Brookings estimates there's about 6 million of those who will not adapt, primarily in clerical and administrative roles. What's interesting is the distribution. Brookings estimates 86% are women. They work at big organizations with lots of routine paperwork, so colleges, local governments, federal government, big companies. In healthcare, for example, 1 in 3 workers never see a patient, they see paperwork. It's worse with federal workers, who are mostly women. Going by DOGE, hundreds of thousands do nothing useful today. Just imagine how useless they will be when AI can do their job for free. Now, all these women may be low skill, but they're high education and high income, which they are about to lose. A recent CNBC interview, Palantir CEO Alex Karp laid it out, quote, if you're going to disrupt the economic and political power of highly educated female voters who vote Democrat and increase the power of vocationally trained working class males, that is not going to work out politically. So who are these soon-to-be jobless Karens? A study by AI company Anthropic of Claude fame thinks AI could ultimately replace 90% of tasks in administrative, clerical, and management. And over 80% in the arts and media. Don't let your kids go to Hollywood. Also, 80% of law firms don't let your kids become lawyers. This all sounds dire, but remember the adaption. Software, for example, has been automating for 50 years. Punch card feeders are long gone. During .com, website developers were supposed to be obsolete any day now, and 50 years later, here they are, because the work got more complicated, even as the basic stuff automated. So the vast majority of that 80 to 90% will reskill, including software, finance, sales and marketing, and many managers. The problems are those clerks and admins, secretaries, sales assistants, customer service, payroll, HR. Heaven help you if you are a DEI consultant who does not know how to flip a burger. So what's next? I've argued AI will be the opposite of the Industrial Revolution. Instead of replacing physical jobs, it replaces white-collar jobs, with robots coming decades later, since you need 1 AI for 8 billion people, but you need 5 robots per McDonald's. This creates a generation-long blue-collar boom, as automation itself makes us rich, which raises demand and pay for blue-collar jobs. But it will absolutely redistribute income and power from high-income, high-education, largely female white-collar workers to the plebs. This is terrifying for Karen. She already makes less than the plumber. She would make less than the Uber guy. Perhaps she is the Uber guy, $150,000 degree and all. Read the rest with charts and all the gory details at Prof. St.
Thought that was interesting. I like him.
Ouchie.
He always puts up good for, yeah. So yeah, Karen's out the door, baby. No more purple hair, pink hair people.
Whoopsie
To be an
daisy.
AI robot.
Hey, Hulk, I didn't even know because it wasn't giving me any notification, so I just need to thank 3 people going back to March 16th from YouTube, where apparently I've gotten some super
Be
chats.
right back.
Sure. Double R Ryan Osiris dropped a $4.99 USD, says SES is still in control. And remember a couple of years ago, guys, with the media was going, oh, Trump just wants to be able to fire whatever, whoever, whenever. No, that's the people specifically he wanted to get after that he could not fire because it's very difficult to fire those type of folks. That was during Hold the Line on March 16th. On April 3rd with Juan, Bill Dadrill, Dadrill, dropped a $5 USD, says, hello from Amman, Jordan, sup Juanito. And then, so that was April 3rd. And then April 6th, Hold the Line, Royal Beckstead dropped $9.99 super chat as well. So thank you for that over there, guys. I will keep a better eye on those. And I didn't see a message come through on the old, what do you call it? The Rumble wallet. But thank you for that one earlier there that I had listed out there. Let me see if I can find that name again. But yes, thank you for sending. There was no message on that particular one. But yeah, we got to very much be careful for these, for the future. You know, kids, you're just basically going to essentially, yeah, I want to be a lawyer. Okay. Is AI going to be able to do law? You know, are they going to take a place of a personal attorney, like a physical person? Going to do all of that? Or, you know, our courtrooms not going to allow computers to do stuff like that? I don't know.
Well, they're on the law side, since the AGI didn't technically have a law degree and study, that it can't practice law because it doesn't have a law license. So they did prove that against that one lady that was trying to sue. I can't even remember where it was, but she fired her lawyer and used all the legal stuff out of ChatGPT. And they basically said, no, you can't do that because you're not a practicing lawyer or whatever. But I'm like, I thought you could represent yourself. But the AI was writing all the legal paperwork.
Yeah, and we've come to find out in the past, too, that it was... Yeah, I just caution people, you know, even in everyday use, I've talked about, you know, my little interactions with it, like, hey, you're going to give me a couple extra answers because I only get a certain amount of questions. I don't pay for it per month, right? So I get, you know, 5 questions a day, and then it puts you on like a slower track, 10. Right? Yeah, whatever it is. 10. But dude, when you keep asking it simple questions like DLive, oh, when's DLive shutting down? Oh, I don't see anything online. It's like, and then why didn't you tell me? And it was like, oh, it's new news. And I'm like, it's 3 days old. Like a computer can't find 3 days old news. It's pretty weird.
Well, that's with doing it fast and doing it hard, because hard is the one. You get 10 hard in there where it's actually going to think about it, do the AI thing with Grok.
Yeah.
And if you do the auto, then it does fast first. Or unless it's a big question, then it'll kick over to hard. So that's the difference between the two itself. You only get 10 of those every 24 hours or 20 hours, whatever it is.
And I for some reason this didn't pop up, but Warrior Mima dropped a $2 Rumble rant. Says, just a thought: is Tucker running a psyop to expose the traitor quote influencers? Look how exposed they all are now. His response to DJT tells me that. Think about Elon and DJT. Yeah, I mean, think about Donald Trump is in the Epstein files, right? And then a month later, Elon and Trump are thanking each other, right? And then, but no, he turned his back on Trump, and it's like, again, fog of war. We're here for it, right? I mean, I think I can speak for Hulk and just say, you know, we're here for it, and whichever way the cards may fall, we're here to accurately report on it as accurately as we can.
Yeah, we'll find out shortly. Here, ran by this on what they're doing with AI in schools, and this is a teaching assistant here, and I thought this was fascinating.
Is it just me, or is anyone else slightly concerned what professors can see when you upload your paper for them to grade it? Because I am grading a student's paper right now. I'm a TA, and this professor is having me do something that he's never had me do before when it comes to grading a college student's paper. And I want to show you guys what this is and like what you guys should look out for if you're currently making essays in college. Okay, so this is a student's paper that I pulled up in Google Docs. It's a real student's paper. And when I come over here to this black dot from GPT-0, what it does is it pulls up basically an AI detector, okay? But the real thing is we can obviously see this is a human paper, okay? The student didn't use AI or ChatGPT to write the paper. But the way that we're proving it now, that my professors never had us do until now, is this button right here called the typing analysis. Guys, what this does is it pulls up a video in real time showing you exactly how the student typed the paper. So it shows all of the front spaces and like all of the back spaces, all of the keystrokes the student made when writing out the essay. Then it shows all the pastes and all the edits the student made. And if you come over here, you can see the timestamp when the student uploaded the paper into Google Docs, how many words are in the paper, how many edits and pastes there are, how long it took the student to write the paper. Then it shows the editors of the paper, so the student and the professor who both made edits to this paper. And then this typing analysis, where it says if it's natural or unnatural sounding. And this paper is 100% natural sounding because of the pauses, errors, and changes in speed and rhythm.
Wow.
Yeah, that sounds crazy to me, folks.
Dude, I need that link. Can you send me? Can you drop that link? Because
yeah, I find some interesting shit, folks.
Well,
dropping it through all the chats out there. Everybody's going to get a copy of this one out there, and I will drop it to you.
Yeah, dude.
You show it to your son?
No, I am. And there's a reason for that. Let me just read a couple of these quick. Whole Guy dropped the $2 Rumble rant. Says, "What up, Spaceshot? Hope you and Hulk are well, and I appreciate you both. God bless and be safe." Thank you for that there, Whole Guy. And then Whip and Spur 123 dropped 5 subscriptions to the channel, which we greatly appreciate. And thank you very much for that. Yes, I'm going to share that with my son, Hulk, because I think I may have told you. I don't know if I told you, but his Latin teacher sent us an email about 3 months ago and said our boy used AI to write a friggin' or help him do his Latin, because they ask you to essentially show your work, you know, like how do you do this, how do you do that, and how did you write it all up and whatnot. And she says, "Oh, I talked to him and he just denied it." And I said, "Don't worry about it. I'll talk to him and it ain't gonna happen again." So this will be just good stuff to show. Like, you know, the teachers are smarter than you think they are nowadays. So just beware. Don't be a dork.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you have to go back to Dewey Decimal System and go look up a book and then copy it that way.
But he wants to write a friggin' report. I mean, come on.
Let's check in and see what's going on with Amazon. Oh, look at that. They got a new delivery system here. Look at that. It's like a flying balloon.
What's it dropping?
It poops out your package right on the front lawn.
Ew. No wiping?
Poop. No wiping, no nothing.
Now, is that all automated or somebody remote
Yeah,
controlling
it's
that?
100% automated, bro. And remember, they're trying to unionize and freaking protesting over in Amazon for better wages and shit, and they're out here still flying around these things.
Like, yeah, we'll get right on it for you. Sorry, we're going to spend a few $1 billion deploying these bad boys, which we're also hearing people are complaining about the noise, right? Because you can hear that. It sounds like a friggin' leaf blower. And, you know, if you replace all the Amazon trucks out there with these things, it's literally the whole world's going to sound like... Going to sound like you have a friggin' bunch of bees around you 24/7.
Bees.
Imagine that, like every friggin' Amazon truck's replaced with one of these. Ooh. That's all you hear.
So, ran by this interesting video, one of the founders of Costco over here, and he has something really interesting to say of what a foreign country thinks America smells like.
Because the U.S. products are so popular. I was telling somebody earlier today, in Japan, The biggest selling product that we have is Downy fabric softener.
Wow.
We thought they were drinking it. I mean, we didn't understand why it was so popular. And we'd have customers would come in and they would open it and smell it, and they say, "This smells like America."
Wow.
So we kept the product.
Yeah, we didn't know that America had a smell. That's good.
So people over in Japan were number one selling product from Costco was fabric softener, Downy fabric softener, because they said it smells like America.
Yes. Well, at least it doesn't smell like something horrible, so that's a good thing.
So yeah, what are we known for in Japan? Yeah, smelling like fabric softener. What else do we got here? So yeah, interesting things when you're hanging out at the casino and people are sitting in front of the automatic machines and you're talking to the person next to you and they just casually say this. Make sure this is up loud. You're on a whole nother level.
Like, no. Wow.
No. So thought that was interesting.
It was all on slots.
Pretty much. That's how they roll with that. Here, ran by this. This is a good news for everybody. You can read that for everybody.
Heck yeah. We're going to make some moonshine around here. It is now legal to distill your own vodka or whiskey at home. A U.S. appeals court on Friday declared unconstitutional a nearly 158-year-old federal ban on home distilling, calling it an unnecessary and improper means for Congress to exercise its power to tax. Ooh, I like that. The Fifth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in New Orleans ruled in favor of the nonprofit Hobby Distillers Association and 4 of its 1,300 members. They argued that people should be free to distill spirits at home, whether as a hobby or for personal consumption, including, in one instance, to create an apple pie vodka recipe. The ban was part of a law passed during Reconstruction in July of 1868, in part to thwart liquor tax evasion, and subjected violators up to 5 years in prison and a $10,000 fine. Writing for a 3-judge panel, Circuit Judge Edith Holland Jones said the ban actually reduced tax revenue by preventing distilling in the first place, unlike laws that regulated the manufacture and labeling of distilled spirits on which the government could still collect taxes. She also said that under the government's logic, Congress could criminalize virtually any in-home activity that might escape notice from tax collectors, including remote work and home-based businesses. Wow, 158 years old. That's crazy.
Yeah, there you go. Smart people fighting laws. So yeah, that's good news for you if people want to do the moonshine type of stuff out there. As a note out here, Shiny Hunters has added Rockstar Games to its victim with final warning. Your Snowflake instances were compromised thanks to anecdotes.com pay or leak, and they got financial records, roadmaps, detailed analysis of emails and the production schedule and a whole bunch of stuff that they want to leak. So let's see if Rockstar holds up on that. They have until the 14th to answer and pay before they expose a whole bunch of crap. Not the game itself, but everything around GTA 6 and company holdings.
How much are they asking for? Do we know?
No, I don't know. That's the only thing that hasn't been out yet. So, yeah, they got boinked by a third-party vendor somehow and got infiltrated that way. So, yeah. What else are we going to get into? Oh, yeah, let's check in with Coachella. That's happening, some 3-day event out there, and just all the people that are going to be hanging out. That's the stage over there. They got plenty of stages over here. Let's get the far away then. So campsites back in the far corner here. You can see all the campsites on the right side of the screen. The circle tents are going to be main stage, secondary stage, main stage over here. Little tents are going to be little areas where they're housing the actual like DJ events and smaller areas, plus food and all that stuff. So they got plenty of stages around here is what it's going on out there. And I wonder if I do have the clip next. Do I have it? Well, I have the one that's doing food out here. So if, how pricey do you think their food's going to be?
Very
pricey? We're going to check in and see what they got.
This is the best food at Coachella this year, from least expensive to most expensive. Starting off, we have the world famous All'Antico Italian sandwiches. We got their pistachio mortadella burrata that was shockingly the cheapest item of the day for only $12. Then we got Tacos 1986. They've got an army back there freshly slicing their meats to order. We got their trio plate for $20. Next up, we have the ham pole bang bang noodles. I went with beef noodles for $25. Then somehow it was my first time trying Dave's Hot Chicken, and I'm not gonna lie, this Sammy and sauce was incredible, but it was $30. Next up, one of the more underrated dishes of the day, the Dives lobster roll covered in Cajun seasoning. Honestly, pretty reasonable at $35. And the most expensive food of the festival was Le Burger for their $150 Michelin-starred caviar burger that comes with a full tin of caviar to add on top. And can't forget Coachella's new secret tropical speakeasy hidden in the VIP gardens with a tiki hut bar overlooking the water fountains. We got this double drink for $28. Our grand total was $314 for food and drinks. What was your favorite from?
I didn't find the damn thing, but the one lady, she was, so she's going to show up with, she's an influencer. She has to pay her own way. So she has to bring 12 people with her because you're going to have production crew, makeup, whatever, 12 people. And then they bought a house, not bought a house, but rented a house for the 3-day deal, big mansion for everybody to stay in. So you got food, travel, everything. She posted it all together. Do you want to take a rough guess of how much she's going to spend on 3 days just to go to Coachella?
See, 3 days, let's say just the food, if we have that person times 10 or 12, that's going to be 3,000. Then you got you're probably talking like a minimum like 50 grand.
So just for the tickets, I think for her 12 people, we're somewhere in $70,000 for the VIP access.
Oh, damn.
So
okay.
for everything they're putting together to go to this show, she clocked in at $139,000 to go to Coachella for the VIP super deal. And then so I've read stories also that some of these people have rented big houses like 6 months ago and had paid $45,000 for the entire place to be rented. And then 3 days before it gets canceled, refunded, and the same place gets rented for $80,000 for a 3-day weekend.
Wow. Yeah, if you got it, you can ask for it, right? People want it. You got the asking prices in your favor.
Yeah. I wish I had the influencer lady. I'm just going to take a quick look and see if it's here at the top, because this other lady was just like going through her little tent area, and I wish I had it here. I'm just going to see if it's up here at the top really quick.
I'll take a quick search for it. Coachella. Sure. Okay, yeah, I found it.
Well, that's that, but we want the one with the tent.
All right, well, I'll send you what I got for now. You take a look. It's some younger girl. Looks like a younger chick.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't need to play her, but the one girl that's walking around her tent is what I'm looking for. Is that she's going over prices?
Influencer wealth porn. Here's a tent. Here you go. Here's this.
Yeah,
one,
let me see that.
This is just showing a tent, though. People kind of scrolling around in there. Turning that stupid music off. Think about you all the time. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh my God, it's just so great. Look, they got little mints on the pillows. It's just so great. My neighbors are gay. It's just going to be so much fun. We're going to dance all night. It's going to be sweaty.
They're the gayest.
They're the gayest. I'm looking through my list still here.
Each their own.
I thought I had it here.
Kids. Sophie Rain says she's spending $193,000 to go to Coachella for 3 days.
That was the lady of that picture and shit that you had posted. 139,000.
Chick?
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't even go that far. I didn't care.
It's just basically, schmut.
It is schmut. I just worry that I want to find it so bad.
I cannot wait for USC tonight, actually. I bet a C right now. It might be on already. I think they're in Australia. Oh, wait, they're in Miami. It's going to be a big
In Florida?
one. Yeah, dude, it's going to be a
I
good
get
one.
a couple more chances, and then I'm over this.
They're having the light heavyweight championship, Ulberg and Prohaska tonight, and then a bunch of other good fights underneath that as well. It's going to be a good one. Gonna be a good one.
So they released the some photos of the spacecraft from behind the moon, pointing at the sun, the Earth right here. And the cool thing I thought was cool. Some people are going to say it's fake and gay, but you can supposedly see another craft going across as Archimedes is basically taking a photo. So this is another one of those moon surveyors that take pictures of that. But I just thought it was cool looking, coming back from space, because they landed last night in San Diego. So yeah, so I just thought it was pretty cool for some people that think that's the moon stuff out there. So then I ran by this one because this is always cool. But yeah,
that's just fake.
Wait, let's turn that down because that's really loud.
I got video proof here. Nah, that's fake too. Well, you can see the rocket. Nah, I don't believe it. We brought back rocks from the moon. Nah, you gotta prove to me more than that. The landing sites are visible using a telescope. No, you gotta prove it to me. They placed a mirror, and when you shoot a laser at it, you can observe the reflection. Nah, I still don't believe it. Wouldn't have Russia said something if it was fake? Nope, not happening. Why spend billions on the rocket, but then not actually land there? I ain't buying into your bullshit. Why create a fake of the landing and then have obvious mistakes in that video? Nope, I don't trust you. It is literally easier to land on the moon than to create and sustain such a big hoax. Nuh-uh. If you already succeeded in fooling the whole world, why try and do it again? Nuh-uh.
Don't look at the shadows, Hulk. Don't look at the shadows.
Yeah, I just thought it was interesting.
Let me read you this really quickly. A moon rock displayed by the Dutch National Museum in 2009 was found to be a fake, actually consisting of petrified wood. It was a private gift in 1969 to former Dutch Prime Minister. Interesting.
They never went to the moon. Yeah, somebody gave them fake rocks.
Dude, the trajectory on the that thing that you're saying, you're like, oh, somebody looked at it from an aerial view. Yeah, the trajectory was far off, buddy. Far off.
Yeah, so, okay, I thought this was interesting. So if anybody's a apprentice electrician or wants to learn about electricity, and just to make sure you hook up the electrical outlet correct, I thought this was a pretty interesting way to remember it.
A long, long time ago, when I very first started trimming out, my journeyman told me, black people wear gold and white people wear silver. And it stuck with me to this day, and I tell you what, I haven't hooked up a plug backwards since.
Oh, right on. One more time.
A long, long time ago, when I very first started trimming out, my journeyman told me, black people wear gold and white people wear silver.
Are you talking about the silver screws?
Oh, no.
To make sure you hook it up correctly. Yeah, so yeah, I guarantee you're going to remember that for forever now.
Black people wear gold.
White people wear silver. So you make sure you always think about that when you're putting in outlets for all you electricians out there. Hey, ran by this. How do you take off your siding?
Oh. I don't think it's supposed to be able to come down like that, is it?
No, I don't think so. I think you need some more attachment points.
Yeah, I think they didn't put it on the best. Wow. That's bananas.
Spit, choke, and puke has dropped the 70,000 divided by 12. That's about 6,000 per ticket. Yeah, I think it was a little tad more than that. I think she was saying it was like almost $6,000 per ticket to get the people in, but that was just still freaking crazy for super front VIP, all in the front. Yeah, good luck. Anybody need a bong?
At this show, 125. 125. $125,000, folks.
You need a bong?
This is a wholesale
Anybody?
show. It's with insurance paperwork, appraisal paperwork. Tell them who you are. Draken Glass. Draken Glass. For this one.
Anybody need a $125,000 glass bong? Anybody?
Oh, dude, that is just, I'm sorry. It's just a little much.
Shaped like a dragon skull?
I mean, you gotta be 125. I'm in 125,000. Never mind. I mean, even for $100, dude. Like, no, I wouldn't. No, maybe as a piece of art, just as a piece of art. Yeah, 1776 Texan says beer can.
Beer can. We're gonna go racing. Anybody ready?
Oh God, dude! You know what I got hooked on the other day, dude? I've been watching this stupid channel called Two Door VQ. I don't even know what kind of car it is, but this guy and his friend record themselves driving around what looks like Miami, literally playing hide and seek with cops, like letting them catch up to him and then ditching them, and then over and over. I'm like, dude, this guy's a freaking. If he's not busted yet, he's gonna be soon because their cops are all.
Is that a black Corvette? Is it?
I don't know. I mean, you see the camera, and it only shows like a very little of the back and a very little of the top and the front, but you don't see the very front or the very back of it. So I can't really tell. I'm trying to wonder if like VQ is like a Vanquish or something like that, but I don't think so.
I don't know. We'll find out. Let's go racing. Ready?
Hell yeah.
Sir, you can't park there? Sir? Oops.
Yeah, get out of there. Wow.
Yeah, that was close.
Yeah, get out of the way.
That was close.
Mira.
Dude, you crashed in somebody's house. Nice and slow.
That's nice. He's going into the farm.
Yeah, that was interesting. What else I got for you? Let's go
Years of
racing.
intense training, studying the durability of this machine. It is finally here. The blood, the sweat, the tears put into this project. And it's finally here. Corn-fed Fred and his associates have poured their life savings into this project, and it looks like we do have takeoff. And now getting some air, the journey has finally begun. Relieved with the successful takeoff, people are now walking away. The mission has officially begun, and it goes from bon voyage instantly back into the garage. My God, what a short trip that was. It's quite obvious the parts were imported from China.
China.
Right there at the
The mission has officially begun, and it goes from bon voyage instantly back into the garage. My God, what a short trip that was.
Yeah, Darwinism.
Short. That was that supplies from
China.
All right. There was a call for more pet videos, especially cat videos, because somebody said, "What happened to all the cat videos?" Well, we're going to get into that right now. So, how did it piss off your dog?
I don't care, baby, by the way.
You want a treat? Got your ass.
Ooh, let me grab them jelly rolls.
No, you're not getting dinner. You're bad. High five. High five. You popped us up.
What else do we got here? Oh, yeah. Sedated cats, anybody?
There's nothing up there. Tito. Buddy.
Would you like to sleep on the bed? Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm so sorry.
Just lay down. Oh no. What did they do to you in there? You okay, buddy? Oh, shit, be careful. Oh.
That one's still going.
Swimming.
Cleaning it to you. Oh. No paladitas for you, sir. That one's still half awake.
Now he's crying. Wow.
Are we getting through? Oops, I pressed the wrong button over here.
Supposed to be able to call
There
your
we go.
cat Hulk, you know. You're supposed to say loud enough that your cat can hear it. Go, ma-ah. They say cats come.
Yeah, my cat don't play that. There was no play that game.
You don't play
yeah. Don't play that game. Here's your cat protesting.
He's probably gonna do it again. Oh my god.
Chronicles of Misty. I have to follow her around. She keeps getting stuck in weird places.
Oh my god.
Cheapy version.
Cheats. Helicopter.
Damn.
Not quite, baby.
Oh, poor cats.
Whoops.
I still think we got more. Look.
What did you do? You got caught, little thief.
God.
You're just making it worse. You're ridiculous.
That's marshmallow flavor.
That's going to take a while to get off.
Oh, that stuff's so sticky. Okay, so yeah, you're on a ferry boat, you're hanging out by your car, and everything is fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. The weld is flexing right there. It's fine. All the way down there, too.
Worst part is you can tell they've done it over and over before.
Yeah, it's been a while. All the cars on there. Just a rail. Don't worry about it. It's not like it's going to break in half or anything.
Oof.
So I like the comment on this. Says my blue collar boyfriend sends me the video of him at work. I don't know if this means it's really cool or he's staying late.
Wow.
So some sort of paper feeder of some sort that's basically gone mad and gone full turbo is what it comes down to, is what it looks like to me.
Full send, bro.
Is it?
Full send.
I mean, that's spinning really super fast.
Oh, and Hulk, just in response to your comment earlier, you mentioned somebody had said, where are the cat videos? And we weren't sure if, they didn't see any cat videos in last, week's show, or they happened to watch it live and saw the cat videos and then maybe watched it later on YouTube again and did not see. So if that is the case, again, you guys can go over to the Foxhole or Pilled or Rumble, and you guys can see the actual full show, because we're basically forced, or at least on my end, we're forced to cut stuff out of YouTube. Like that little clip, a little bit of Ozzy. That'll be 20 seconds clipped out of the show later, most likely. So you guys can see the full shows on Rumble and Pilled.
Yay. What else do we got? Yeah.
Oh, no.
When the tent it gets filled with water and you're like, make a small hole.
How much weight is right there? Yeah, he's going to get slammed to the ground. They're all going flying. No? Oh, yeah. Let's make it bigger. There we go. There we go.
You're good? Just leave it. Let it get rid of some of the weight. Just totally leave that thing alone.
It should have done that. They should have.
Just a little bit more.
I mean, my question is, what were the other two guys expecting to happen? Did they not think they were about to get a shower?
Exactly. All right, we got baseball. Lots of clips of baseballs and some fighting going on just recently here. So let's go right to some of this tape. You see that?
Nice.
I think I got another part of that clip right there.
Look, he threw a baseball. Was that a punch, or did he try to throw the baseball at him?
That's the ball in his hand. I think I got another part of this video over here.
Yeah, I don't even think he threw. I think he kept it.
Lopez had the ball in his hand.
Damn, yeah, he hit. Well, it kind of hit the side protection of the.
It's dangerous. Yes.
There you go. Knock the helmet off, then hit him again with the ball.
See, Lopez had the ball in his hand and hit Soler right in the side of the helmet.
A couple of big boys.
That's dangerous.
Getting freaking some $high fights there. Since it's Giants versus Swallows game in Tokyo Dome, it's beers half off, dude. Okay, this is like NASCAR, like changing tire level type shit. Watch this stuff, how fast they go.
Pressurize it.
Refilling the cups and shit. Dude, what the fuck? Holy crap, bro. I wish they'd serve beer that quick.
That kind of, they have Nippon Ale or whatever over there.
It's like an F1's pit stop. What else do we got for you? Oh, yeah, accidents. Nobody died, but yeah, when you're young and dumb on motorcycles.
You got to see this in Texas. A motorcycle crash caught on home security video, and a warning, it is violent. However, everyone survived, and that includes the children who were standing on a corner when the motorcycle and the rider came flying toward them. None of the kids were hurt, and you can see the motorcycle burst into flames. The rider was on fire too, rolling around in the grass. He suffered second-degree burns, but is expected to fully recover. You got to see this.
Yeah, so yeah.
Dude, he was sliding like on a slip and slide. Like freaking, you see the bike and then he follows it. Uh-oh, coming back.
Oh shit, my baseball got out of the way. Yeah. No, it's the weird bounce. You always get the weird bounce in baseball, right?
Oh.
Oh, right in the humdinger.
Oh, yeah.
Take the pitcher out. Yeah, that one did get stuck in the wrong spot. Yeah, I ran by this too. Dude, he freaking hits the catcher.
A bat? Damn.
He got hit with the ball. It kind of goes.
Didn't even really hit him
after
with it.
the catcher.
Where is this?
This has got to be Japan. International teams. Ran by that. Do I have any more baseball still stuck in here? Yeah.
Oh, ouch. 99.
Oh.
And that got...
Oh.
Got all three of them.
Oh, ouch. 99. And that got...
Ooh, I think that hit the catcher in the back after it hit the
I
umpire.
hit him on the side or whatever. Yeah, because it was a triple kill. All three of them on there.
Dude, did you ever see the one where the pitcher? So it was the pitcher and the catcher got together because the umpire was not calling strikes for them, and he was like basically calling strikes like against them. So when the pitcher came up, it was like a perfect strike, ball. Next one, perfect strike, ball, and then so they end up talking and. Basically, the catcher purposely let a fastball go right by him. And he said he made it look like he was expecting like a breaking ball. And so he just totally missed the ball and let it hit the umpire purposely.
That's funny. They're doing AI now to do the box now, and they're finding that the umps are not that accurate.
No, they're not.
It ran by this, what high voltage cables does when you actually turn them on. Look at that. Yeah, they jump around, kind of like almost like electromagnetism. But cables will move, dude. Look at
They
that.
get like taut. Yeah, they kind of space out and gets wider and thinner and whatnot. It's crazy.
They turn them on and off. So that's why they mount all that shit down, because that shit moves around.
Have you guys seen?
Oh, we ran by this, dude. I've seen the video before, but I didn't realize who the person was. But here, see if this sounds familiar for you.
Have you guys seen Michael B. Jordan skateboard? This is the actor labor from the Hollywoods that just won an Oscar for Best Actor. Well, his next role is he's playing Rodney Mullen in a biopic on Rodney Mullen, and he's perfect for the role. And the director was like, we'll get a stuntage double devil to play all the skateboard trickages of the grinder ollie pads. And he was like, no, I want to method act this, and I want to learn to skate. And he has. And not only has he learned to skate, this is him getting the Book of Genesis world record for the longest backside 50-50 grinder pad down this curb. Those three ladies at the bottom were representatives from the Book of Genesis, and they confirmed that he's now the world record holder. So, Michael, we want to.
What it means Guinness.
You keep inspiring
world
us all.
Record Guinness.
Next question. Oh my gosh, look at him here now, just showing off a bit for the masses. So you inspire us all, and the question that we all.
So I thought that was pretty cool. He's running the a new skateboard deal because everybody remembers Gleaming the Cube, right? You remember that movie, right? That's a great skateboard one.
BMX, Breaking
Rad.
2, Rad. What was it BMX or Rad, the one where they had the walkie-talkies that they were like selling?
Oh, I don't remember. So here, does it actually show the video in here? Does it actually show the video in here? Let's see if it shows up.
A quadruple amputee and professional cornhole player who posted videos of himself firing off a handgun is accused of fatally shooting an acquaintance following an argument and driving off with his body. Dayton James Weber.
Where's the clip?
And the side of the road in
This
Charlotte
is just
Hall,
giving
Maryland.
us the story.
Police said.
But there's a photo of him, and I found the video earlier. So what he's doing is the video starts out as a headstand where he's sniffing cocaine from somebody else who's giving him cocaine as he's doing a headstand, and then rolls back over, pulls this gun out, and then starts firing off 2 rounds while snorting cocaine upside down.
Amazing.
Amazing. Not sure if he did it.
Quadruple amputee cornhole champion. You don't hear that every day.
So also this happened. How would you like to open up your door and find this going on?
No, or I will fucking end you. Do you understand me?
So the cops showed up and arrested him.
Open the door!
Hey, do me a favor. Put your hands on your head. Stand up and turn around. Don't move.
Yeah, he went for jail.
He
came screaming up the door, absolutely nuts. Came up to some random dude's house, asking, "Where's your daughter?" He doesn't know these people. He has no association with the people, but decided to go up there and start harassing the Ring door camera and screaming into it, ruining the guy's bell, beating on his door. So he called police, and they came over and picked his ass up.
Sir, I don't have a daughter.
That I don't know that part of the story. This was Fairfield, California. Thought it would be Florida, but it's not. Here. Evidently, this has happened before. You want to read that?
Sure. Inside camera footage of deranged man claiming to be Harry Dresden with homeowner before Fairfield officers arrived. New camera footage from inside the home shows Nichols broke into the residence and got into a physical altercation with the homeowner. He claimed he was looking for Victor and searching for a little girl. He told the homeowner his name was Harry Dresden, the wizard from the popular Dresden Files book series, claimed to be former military. Homeowner eventually calmed Nichols down while holding a shovel ready to strike until Fairfield police arrived. He insisted there was a little girl trapped inside the house and demanded officers search for her. The hell?
I didn't know he got in the house.
Victor, you around? Huh? You like raping little girls, bitch? Huh?
Whoa.
You fucking try me, I swear to God, I'll fucking kill you. Do you understand me? Where the fuck is she? You okay? Are you okay? You son of a... Oh, fucking kid! Man, hurry the fuck up, because I'm gonna drag his ass out. I'm telling you. Who are you talking to, bitch? Who are you talking to, bro? Stand on the fucking ground.
Yeah, just hit somebody hit with a shovel.
Get the fuck out of my house. I know you're screaming. There's no one up there. Get the fuck out of my third room, bro. Walk the fuck out. What's the third room? Walk the fuck out. I'm telling you, I'm giving you a chance right now, man. What's the third room, bro? I'm giving you a fucking chance. Get the fuck out of my house. What's the third room, bro? I'm telling you.
Damn, he got a
get
pooper
the fuck
scooper.
out of my house. Please. Just answer the question. Get the fuck out of my house. Answer the question, please. There's no one in there. There's 3 rooms, man. I don't know who you are.
Wow.
Yeah, that's enough of that. Yeah, he got 4 felony charges somebody's reporting into chat over there. So, yeah, he seems nice. He was just asking for some brown sugar.
Makes me wonder if there was a Victor and what was this guy looking at, you know? Or is he having a flashback and watching an old Dresden Files? Is there an old Dresden Files video or episode with a Victor and a missing girl? That's what I'm wondering.
That I'm not sure of. Oh, hey, when you impress the professionals, the professional shows up, surveyor, he's like, damn.
Has anyone ever had a customer lay out steaks for him like this? I mean, look at this. I feel like I should pay this guy. This is unbelievable. Everything marked. Look at this. Some kind of professional out here. What am I even doing? I need to give this guy a handshake. Making my day easy. So
that's pretty good. The guy's staked out everything that's in the yard. Make sure you don't run over cables or gas lines and marked out where you're going to be and all that. Did a pretty good job. Here's a video when you don't impress the professionals. We're going to start right here. Hopefully this is loud enough.
Homeowner thought he was going to notch that right there. Ratchet it to that tree and pull it back into the woods here. That was the idea. Unreal. Now the saw's stuck. The little Fisher Price saw is stuck. It's split. This is all bad. This is all bad. It's all bad. Oh my God. He thought he was going to ratchet this tree to that one and pull it back. The biggest fuck up from a homeowner that I've ever seen in my life.
There's your stark contrast between the two of when you impress somebody and when you don't impress somebody.
Yeah, my intuition seemed to have paid off. Short answer, ChatGPT says, the Dresden Files, a storyline Victor and a missing person case does exist. It says Victor Sells comes from a Stormfront storyline. Harry is hired by Monica Sells to find her missing husband Victor. At the same time, there are murders involving young women, which talks about Victor and the young girl. So maybe he was immersed in one of those episodes or something like that.
Yeah, wow. There's no other side of this story. I don't have any more of that. I would like to see how they got that thing down.
How badly it smashed the top of the house next to it.
Yeah, I was just impressed that they've got straps wrapped around the tree, holding the tree trunk together to keep it from falling. That's pretty damn impressive. Anybody needs a birthday smackdown? Anybody?
Oh, shit. Oh, God.
El niño.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save
I like that answer.
Sí, es una pena terrible. A Oliver le cayó un meteorito mientras...
A lo que yo vine fue a esto.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
Ты как со старшими разговариваешь, сынок? Упала в жест.
He's so sleepy. Happy birthday. Maya!
Hey, blackface. Oh, shit. It's rock hard. It's freaking frozen.
Frozen ice cream. Yeah, hope you have a concussion.
Yeah. George, how much you pay the operator?
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
Tractor stuck. Mechanic stuck. I'm stuck. Brian's really fucking stuck. Drunk.
Always thought I could put some of this underneath to grip it. And I do. This one's gone.
Made a rocket out of it.
I think next time, just...
I've got more silage on the hood of this pickup than you made it in the trailer.
Poor hogs.
Oh, shit. Okay.
You know, if you believe that, I'm not saying you're the dumbest person in the world, but you better hope the dumbest person in the world doesn't die.
Hello, shitty day.
Uh-oh, jackknife.
My calculations are correct. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
I got some oceanfront property.
Take the tree with me. I'm leaving.
Heck yeah, I do.
What else do we got here?
Uh-oh.
What was this?
He's getting out in a very fight-like posture.
It reminds me of something your son would do.
Wait, have fun with the fucking cops, dickhead!
No. This guy's chasing him on there?
Yeah, they're on a golf course, and he's chasing them in a Jeep. They're riding electric little bikes.
And the guy's worried about them, messing up the golf course as he's tooling across in a friggin' Jeep.
Maybe hitting somebody because it's dangerous and you're driving fast on these little bikes.
He's still following him in the Jeep. This dude ain't quitting.
What the fuck are you doing, idiot? It's a golf course. It's a golf course, dickhead. And I got your license plate. Have fun with the fucking cops, dickhead. Fuck you. I got this shit on video. I got you on the fucking golf course. That's worse than me. Fuck you.
This is my golf course.
Oh.
It's my golf course.
I
own it.
I bought the place, you little shit.
What else do we got? Oh, here's
our favorite trucker / diesel. Listen, I'm at the Costco warehouse in South Jersey, man, and I seen this right here. That's right. That's a forklift with nobody in it. A robot forklift, man. It unloads and loads the trailers over here. Look at it. It'll go in the trailer ever so slightly. You won't even feel it in the truck. That cab would never move. It'd never shake. You won't even know you done it until you got the green light for sure, for real. Y'all see this? Warehouse workers, man, stay woke. It was good.
Automation is coming.
That thing's slow, dude. I would have had 2 of those boxes out of that trailer by that time. See how long it sat there and waited for a second and then went in. But of course, you know, they don't need insurance. They don't need, you know, all the extra payments.
Yeah, we might as well play this.
Police say a woman went to light a cigarette this morning, not realizing she was practically igniting a bomb. Fairfax County Police say there was a propane tank inside of this minivan that had a small leak. With temperatures down in the 30s, the driver likely had the windows up, so the cab would have filled up with gas until she went to light a cigarette and the van exploded.
It shook the townhouses. Pictures fell off the wall, and stuff broke.
With the road shut down, we're getting an up-close look. This is the roof of the car that was literally blasted off of the vehicle and landed in the road behind the van. The explosion happened on Lee Chapel Road near Old Keene Mill Road and sent debris into Alan Caramella's front yard.
There's a piece of door right here. You know, a big piece of the door.
There's the door, easily 100 feet away from the van. Pieces of glass were everywhere, too. Sitting on the curb in front of his house, he says, was the driver.
A woman was comforting her. You know, she was just shaking uncontrollably. And she had burns on her arms. You know, it was like red, like a deep sunburn.
Fairfax County Police say the driver's injuries are not life-threatening, and they believe this was accidental.
The fact that that driver lived, she should go play the lottery today, or she's hit the lottery already by not.
So just as a public service announcement, you never, ever, ever keep a propane tank inside of a vehicle or enclosed area, ever. Put it in the back of the truck.
I got 2 of them in my back seat. Never keep one. Only pairs, guys. No,
I need a quick 30 seconds. I'll be right back.
Yeah, and dude, like, how do you not smell that? So, like, propane, guys, right? Propane doesn't have a smell, but they add the smell to it so you can smell when there's a leak. So, how there was that much gas inside the car to combust that she didn't smell? Either she's got some nasal problems or she's just tone deaf in every sense of the word, but that is amazing. And it looks like all the pressure was sent up, and what was probably saved her life, oddly enough, was the driver's seat, because it looked like that thing was directly behind the driver's seat. And Wow. He said the pressure set everything up and sent the roof flying. So luckily for her, all the pressure went up and not, directly back towards the front of the vehicle. That's crazy. I got some funnies in there for Hulk as well for a little bit later. I think I got funnies. Oh. Purpose of life. I got a couple funny memes, and I got a couple cool stuffs as well. Physics. 2 shorts. Okay. We'll see once we get those back on there. But how's everybody doing out in Chatsville, USA? I take 5 or 6 at a time in my van. Dundee.
I'm back.
Done, he says. Put a bunch in my van. That's crazy. Exhale. Somebody B28 wrote exhale. I watched a short video yesterday. The guy was doing workout stuff, Hulk, and he's like, tell the guy, do some push-ups. And the kid was, struggling to do 10. And he tells the kid, all right, now breathe all your air out and hold it out. And then do push-ups. And the kid did like 20. And he goes, if you need to inhale, just quick inhale. But basically blow all of your air out and hold it out. And then do push-ups. And the guy did like much easier time doing that. I don't understand why it works, but for this dude, it worked. And just inhale when you need to. Take a hit. Take a hit of air.
Take a hit of air. Here's more photos of Eric Fartwell here. And that's not his wife. Would you look at that?
In his home?
This is probably a hotel room, my guess. And if you notice, there's another dude right there.
Yeah, I was going to say there's another person.
There's another dude right there.
Like a big shoe. So I wouldn't say that's a woman's shoe. Kind of weird stuff they got going on. Maybe some crossover stuff going on. I wouldn't doubt it with him.
I don't know.
He likes the boys as well. Hulk, I saved... Actually, I sent you the other day. Block this. Oh, yeah. I got a couple shorts for you. Funny ones. To do this for my Christmas present this year? Hell no.
That takes some body strength to do that shit, dude.
I was doing not that, but basically with your legs straight out and about 6 inches off the ground, just keeping it straight. Guy's like a friggin' worm or something. But yeah, that'll get your core going for sure. That'll get your core going for sure. What's my second one? I got one. Actually, they're both science related. Oh, actually, I got 2 science related shorts, Hulk. I put them in cool.
The fiber optic one?
Oh, yeah, that one was cool too. I dropped that one last night. I'm going to actually try that, dude.
I think those are not just straws.
Yeah.
It's a piece of fiber optic cable or drinking straws.
Yeah, he said they're drinking straws, but they act like fiber optic cables. Stuff links.
And then
that one.
The subwoofer thing.
Oh yeah, that one was crazy too. Yeah, so I get you those 2 and 2 more coming.
Yeah, we've seen plenty of those before. I'm not.
Yeah, but watch the guy's results though. He's like, cut it off, dude. He's like, cut it off, bro. I can't take enough.
Okay, man.
Oh, wait, set up for this one first?
It's just facts. I didn't know, You got to think maybe due to gravity or whatever you want to call it. Pressure. You're taller.
Okay, man. Stand there, yeah. Okay, 183.2. Stay there, don't move. Zag. This is vertical. 0.1 centimeters. And now we're going to measure him horizontally. Okay. You ready?
Yes.
Okay.
185.7. Stay where you are, 185.7. I'm sure I want to first make the subtraction, right? Oh, that is 5, that is 2.5, plus or minus 0.2 centimeters. You're about 1 inch taller when you sleep than when you stand up. My grandmother was right. She's always right. Okay.
You know you're taller laying down than standing up? An inch.
Yes, because of gravity.
Interesting. So I'm like 6 feet tall if I'm laying down. But are you really? 'Cause
That'd be like 6'4" laying down then.
Yeah, so that means like, but then if you're laying down, you're really not that tall because, you know, most beds are what, 3-4 feet off the ground?
What is mine? I don't know. About that, I guess, 3 feet.
2 or 3. 2 or 3 probably.
I got to
most
be
likely.
California King because I'm tall. I hate when my feet hang off.
The Cali King. So that was that one. And the last one I got you was 2 billion frames per
This is a-
second. And this guy didn't edit this video good. He waited too long in between the delay. You'll see what I mean.
Camera that I built last year that shoots at 1 billion frames per second. What could possibly be cooler than that? A camera that shoots at 2 billion frames per second. And this is what that looks like at 2 billion frames per second. Light moves about 6 inches or 15 centimeters per frame of this video. This beam of light is traveling at the universe's speed limit. Light in any reference frame will never move any faster or any slower than this speed. This is a camera that I built.
It's science.
Isn't that crazy, dude? 2 billion frames per second. Did you hear about the one with the what was the first man-made object in space?
The manhole cover?
Yeah, dude. Would they say it was? I forgot how many frames per second it was filming, but they caught it in one frame.
They caught it in one.
What was it, like 500,000 frames per second or something crazy?
Yeah, what they were doing is they were doing underground testing for nuclear stuff, and then they had put a manhole cover on the top of it, and then they blew it up, and it obviously disappeared. They kind of obliterated it, and then the next one they made it thicker and bigger, and then welded it to the top of it because they wanted to see the explosion. And when they did the test again, it sent it into orbit. So this is way before Sputnik and all those type of places. So I was like, wow, that's kind of interesting.
A manhole cover, but they said it was like, what was it, like 2,000 pounds or something? It was a huge one. So whatever it was, 500 pounds, 2,000 pounds, whatever. But they said it was going so fast it was caught in one frame, and they think it had to have gone into space because they said it would have taken about a second. That's crazy power.
That's crazy power.
Stuck in the firmament. That's how.
Do I have any others?
That's how the meteors are getting in through the firmament.
I'm seeing if I got any extra stuff in my feed to share out in the show. You got anything else, or should we do our exits, or what?
Oh, Kelshi. Never did our Rumble thing. It's so weird on the weekends, dude. You ever notice that? It's so different on the weekends.
What's that?
Yeah, we could wrap the up, or we could do a Rumble.
You want to do a commercial?
We could do a Rumble wallet quickly, and then we could wrap it up, or we got to do the final tallies as well, of course.
Yeah.
The tallies. Tally, Cocoa Puffs. Oh.
Let me do a full...
Don't forget to vote for the final song, guys. We've been dropping the links in there. It's over on Hulk's Twitter. And don't forget to give him a follow over there on the Rumbles as well. Where the hell is my... Okay, there. That off the screen. Get that off the screen. And...
Yeah, we could do a Rumble wallet. Yay.
Second, hold on. Putting this back in the chat here, guys, for even if you guys are on YouTube or whatever, come on over and give them a follow over onto the Rumbles side of things, por favoro. Okay, you said Rumble Wally. Find it. Oh God, where is it? Come on. Okay, Rumble Wally.
Commercial! Break for 30 seconds.
Why that always makes me giggle, I don't know why. But remember, guys, they can freeze your accounts. They can shut off your cards, lock you out of your own money overnight, as we've seen in the past. The banks don't protect you, they control you. And that's why real financial freedom starts with ownership. Introducing Rumble Wallet, a non-custodial wallet built for people who refuse to give up control. And with Rumble Wallet, you don't just buy digital currency like Bitcoin and Tether. You can own Tether Gold, real gold on the blockchain. Through Tether Gold, you get a direct ownership of physical gold bars, each one fully allocated, verifiable by serial number, purity, and weight. And this is not paper gold. This isn't an IOU. It's real gold without bank vaults, storage fees, or gatekeepers. You can buy, sell, or move it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even when traditional gold markets are closed. And if you want, Tether Gold can be redeemed for physical gold. That's power. And when you support creators on Rumble, you can tip them directly using a Rumble Wallet, peer-to-peer, and outside the banking system. No permissions, no middlemen, no cancel button. This wallet is yours forever.
Break for 30 seconds.
As we saw exhibited earlier in the stream.
Let's go check the Rumble stuff and see where we are at. We're going for songs. 2 for Journey, 2 for Supertramp School. That's interesting. It sounds like a live one. Seal, Fly Like an Eagle. I just saw his freaking ad for Yamaba Casino. He's going to be playing over there. Where's Starman track Elon Musk's Tesla Roadster? That's interesting. Faith No More Epic. That was a pretty cool song. Way back in the early 90s. There's some other Faith No More I'd pick over that song.
That's it. What is it?
Well, it looks like it's going to be Seal. Fly Like an Eagle is the winner. Lewis put that out there with the 4. Thank you, everybody, for coming by, dropping the... Oops, I don't want to press that button.
That's Louise. That's Louise girl. Louise girl in the house.
Oh.
You got her pick. Boom.
Durango also dropped 5 subscriptions to the channel earlier. Unfortunately, I missed that, so I don't know who won them, but thank you very much. The last chance for votes. If any guys want to change the votes, now would be time to do that.
My phone just started playing UFC video music in the background. Swell. G Fonts in the chat put I think there are a couple of cucumbers, maybe pickles. Sweden says Swalwell for governor, and then a couple more pickles. That's too funny, dude. Oh my word. Yeah, let me go over to the D Lives. And again, I don't know how long this will go. I'll try to set it for tomorrow. So, just posting it out now, guys. I think the last one I'm gonna set for a live on D Live will be tomorrow, and then I'm just gonna close down the operation there. So thank you to Debbie Roush, dropped another 7,000 diamonds, and then Liz G and 1,900, and then P Dancer for 571 over there. We do appreciate you. And what do I have left? I gave this 7,000 out the other day to the chat, so I don't have any more. Can I put 1 in there? You should keep at least 0.5 diamonds. Okay, so I can't. Distributing the rewards out there, guys, and they are coming at you as we speak. And thank you, of course, from earlier, guys. We do greatly appreciate you. And of course, TrueStream had rated us, and then Dave Newstrees and G Fonts, Warrior Mima, Whole Guide, and Whip and Spur, which I did read all of those earlier. And then the $10 Bitcoin came in on the Rumble wallet, which still didn't show up on the browser side of things, but we do appreciate you, sir and ma'ams out there. Sir Hulkanator, got some
I appreciate that. Yeah, we can do pills really quick. We'll go hit up at the top. Moon Baby 0437 gifted the phone. I watch you all the time. You guys are my OGs. Love you all. Q shook me all night long. Drop some cookies. 2 Mana, drop cookies. Space Hulk show, God bless you guys. Lizzie B with a cookie. Boys Blanc 89 with a cookie. Sanjo with a cookie. Matrix QD Breaker, he dropped it. The can says boom time. Let's go. Sanjo gifted the cookie. 1 Thunder the can. Sanjo with a cookie. Another cookie. No thanks, Joe. No thanks, Joe. Gifted the cookie. Hey, guys, good afternoon to you both. Thank you for your work and have a great weekend. God bless. Be safe. And Lizzie B dropped the cookie out there to round off the rest of them out there. We'll be dropping the scratch-offs at least here. So release the scratch-offs as it goes out into the field. That should be coming around to your side pretty quickly. Last chance for Dominion votes out there as we get in there. Make sure you are smashing the thumbs up button. Leave a comment in the bottom of the video that you're currently watching, even on repeat. Just drop a little comment down there. Every little bit helps. We got a Journey in there now. Oh, I didn't see Journey earlier. Look like it's still Seal Fly Like an Eagle. Doing a cover of, what's his name? Fly Like an Eagle. God, what's the name of that band? Steve Miller. Thank you. I knew it was going to come back around eventually. Are you there, Mr. Spaceshot?
Oh yeah, I'm over here talking into the friggin' muted mic over here. You have one more you have one more thank you on Pilled side of things. That was very rude comment, I'll have to say. I don't know if you want to read it or not. That's totally up to you.
Spaceshot Gifted the Fleet says Spaceshot is gay.
How rude.
Don't tell his wife he's gay. She'll be pissed.
She might divorce him. Yeah. Hip hip yay. Freedom.
Oh, you guys are too funny. Yeah, we are finally releasing the pills out there. Everybody's getting a scratch in. I greatly appreciate everybody coming by. Smash up the thumbs up button. Leave a comment at the bottom of the video. And like Spaceshot always says,
we do appreciate each and every one of you wonderful world patriots for tuning in out there. And until that next one, thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Peace.
Is that Codius Washington says, Rumble Rant says, it's amazing how many perverts are employed in education and prestigious jobs almost as they were hired intentionally. I agree with that 100%. With that being said, much love. Be good humans, guys.
I want to play in North Carolina. I want to play on a championship team. Then I want to play in the NBA.
And when you're finished with that, I suppose you're gonna fly, huh?
Into the future. Time is on slipping into the future. So I'll fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. I wanna fly. Can't get enough to eat. Wanna shoot the children. Those shoes on their feet. I wanna house people living in the street. Oh yeah, there's a solution. Let me fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle. Let that spirit carry me. I wanna fly. Slipping into the future. Time flies down. Time is all slipping into the future. Time flies down, baby. Oh, flying, oh, flying, oh. Oh, yeah, yeah.
something special is happening in here. That's right, it's brackets and jackets, bringing it back for brackets and jackets. Special Epstein Island edition. That's right, folks, Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein, the man with the island, which is suspiciously close to Haiti. That's right. You see, this man, Jeffrey Epstein, is funding lots of people. He's funding lots of people on the street to make sure his shit doesn't get out. That's right. They want the record sealed. And they're paying a lot of people. Epstein's paying a lot of people. Oh, boy. For one, he's got a whole Mossad media matrix in America. And I would bet you anything that Alex Jones is one of them. Prove me wrong. That's right, Cappy's in the portal. Cappy's in the portal. Cappy's in the building with songs about Epstein. It's Breakfast Jacket's Epstein edition. Guys, I had some epiphanies today. I had some real big epiphanies about some guys. A big network of guys and spies and lies and liars. All right, think about this for a minute, okay? The guy in Portland, the scientist that just got busted for producing CP, that guy is 1 degree of separation away from Epstein. Epstein, the investor that lives in West Palm Beach, Florida. I know a guy who lives in West Palm Beach, Florida as well. Investor as well. Also involved as well. And all is not well with these guys. The Florida boys, the Glow boys, the Scott Israels of the world. You see, Epstein is Hillary Clinton. And Epstein is Haiti. And Epstein is a big network of media assets. By the way, did you know that Steve Bannon was going to that guy for money? Also, Epstein is Epstein Oprah. Epstein is Chris Tucker. You remember him. Epstein is also Kevin Spacey. Epstein is also Prince Andrew. Epstein is also... Who else is Epstein? Who else is Epstein? Tell me. You guys know? Who else is Epstein? Is Epstein Big Pharma? Is Epstein Bryan Singer? Is Epstein Naomi Campbell? Yep, all of the above. All of the above. Who is Epstein? Epstein is the keystone of a whole motherfucking matrix. And once you pull it out, it all falls down. Dersh was there too. That's right, we're dropping red pills every day. Dropping red pills in the best kind of way. This is brackets and jackets for the denizens of islands.